of you, it must make a wisdom saving throw, unless it's a.
Hello everyone, welcome to stream. Hope you're having a good day, had a good week. Sun is finally out here, smoke has started to clear out, we got a bunch of rain, so that's exciting. Yeah, we'll be continuing session 10 of the Talia campaign soon. Let me get some... Not working? That's not what I want. Oh, cat almost stepped on my power button. That would have been bad. Let's get some this music going. Why not? And yeah, let's join in.
You know,
It's an extra D4 damage, and
yeah,
like,
and you get it. Well, you get advantage on strength, but Talia already gets that.
right. I've always used it / seen it done on barbs, so it's never actually that part's useful.
Having
Yeah.
it applied to like a fighter who is also action surging that turn at level 5 so that they're suddenly getting plus 40 for damage functionally on their turn, that's pretty cool. But
Mhm.
yeah.
It would have been really nice on Cass.
It would have been. It really,
Oh my
really
God.
would have been. I would have loved it.
Advantage on grapple checks and your giant. Like,
I feel like Esfel is going to live in Cass's shadow forever, which is the exact opposite of how this is supposed to work.
Just something to
That'll
be
be
said about those level 6 wild shapes.
the druids are bullshit.
Druids are fucking awesome.
They're so good.
Unfortunately, so is every class.
Most class.
I was going to say name one class that isn't like that isn't
Sorcerer and
conceptually
Ranger.
exciting in the same way. No, sorcerer like a
Well, conceptually, sorcerers are exciting.
I think sorcerers and execution are fun as hell.
Only
I
wild
really
magic.
don't like that you get 15 spells for the whole game.
That's fair, but like if like what's the sneaky spellcast one? 'Cause that one is a riot.
Oh yeah, no, meta magic is awesome. I wish they had something like how the wizard can like get more spells. I wish they
by
had
running
some
them,
sort of some sort of mechanic like that, or something that allowed them to get a little more,
Here,
few
we'll
more
homebrew
spells.
something right now.
Sounds
If you
like
eat
a chat to have
another,
with the DM. Just saying, that sounds like a sorcerer item.
if you eat,
Well, yeah, it could be an item, I guess, but like I don't feel too many problems with my power level right now. I think I'm doing alright.
What are they
there
called?
we go. Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Hello, yeah.
Perfect. I was still on push to talk and I forgot.
Last comment before we actually get prepped for game. Mizium apparatus.
What?
Go read up on the Mizium apparatus. This is directed at
Mizium app. Oh, I did spell it right. I was going to tell Imra that he's allowed to eat other sorcerers for their powers.
Oh God.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh no.
I get to eat people in 2 campaigns now.
I freaking Vicky ate a guy in front of their family.
Not in, their
Yesterday.
family was somewhere else.
In front of the entire town that basically worshipped them, and then went to go talk to the family. It's not that much of a difference.
It was honorable.
It was. It was.
There we go. Man, my music does not want to work today. What if I refresh everything? We'll see if that works. Alright, so we got a few sticks in the fire, as they say. So I was gonna kind of put it to a vote. Does anyone have a preference how we start? So we left Esfel and Imra. We're just at the college. It's probably late evening at this point for them because they spent a lot of time like actually riding to Gilgar. So they just tried to open a door. An audible alarm went off. Will and Talai, you've been hanging out at Jaju's for the whole afternoon. If there's something you want to do, we can work on that. And at some point in the afternoon, Pan did go off into the forest. Let me double check. I don't think he mentioned anything to you. I think he just kind of left.
I don't think he said anything. I'm fine starting with the group in the city. I don't
Oh,
have
no,
any
he did.
stuff.
He told you he was going to go on patrol around and walk around the
Oh,
woods, trying to just
Yeah.
general patrol.
I have like one thing I want to do, but it could be done entirely in like private messages. So I'll
Sure.
just message you what I want to do, and it's
All right, then let's head back to Gilgar, I guess, if Esfel and Imra are up for it.
Let's go.
Absolutely. I believe we were patiently waiting for assistance after ringing the bell.
Yep.
Yeah. You rang the bell, waiting for help. Let me double check this.
Is the alarm sound ongoing, or is it just like one quick blip and then it's
It
done?
is so you just set it off. An audible alarm. It's like someone like ringing a handbell is what it sounds like.
Okay.
And it is loud enough that you expect you would not hear someone approaching you, like you would not hear footsteps. Do you continue to wait?
Yes, nonchalantly and innocently.
Okay.
Unless Imra has a better plan.
No, I was gonna ask though, did we level up like at the end of the session, or are we gonna actually level up when we have a long rest?
No, you can be leveled up already and
Okay.
reprep spells or whatever. Because why not?
All right. Sweet. I'm ready to go then. Yeah, we're good.
All right. After about 10 seconds, the alarm stops, and you hear the sound of like stilettos on stone as you hear them not running towards you, but on a very quick walk towards you. You do not see anyone, though. You continue to wait.
Yeah.
Unless Imra would like to do otherwise.
Do we have a plan for this? Or are we just waiting?
We knocked on the door and the alarm went off. We're waiting for help.
Okay. All right. We'll just wait.
Sir, someone tried to rob this place.
Yeah, that was us.
That's us.
And around the corner, you see the source of the sound. A young tiefling, blue-skinned, as you can hopefully see now, the token. Walking very briskly towards you with a very cross look on their face. As they approach you, are you standing immediately in front of the... Describe your nonchalantness.
This is standing in front of the door, like, the look, the pose that everyone adopts after they ring a bell at the front desk of any sort of shop.
Yeah, I can picture it.
Yeah. Yeah, probably just standing or leaning on the wall against the door, waiting.
And when they come to, like, speaking distance, we'll just open with a friendly wave.
They seem to completely ignore you. Attempt to push you out of the way of the door.
Sure.
And then you see them place a hand on the door. It glows slightly and then dims. And I should say, this looks like a child before you, like maybe like 14 tops.
So, wait, is he disarming the alarm right now?
Disarming or rearming, you cannot tell.
But he's shutting it off.
Yeah.
When he gets it shut off, I'm gonna make it sound like it keeps going
Oh, that's just rude.
for like 3 seconds, and then I'm gonna shut it off.
Yeah, you
In fairness, you might have trouble with the audio level on that. Let me help.
Oh,
There you go.
Thank you.
It's really quiet for a second, and then Esville sees what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, you see her, like, kind of repeatedly put her hand against the door, and then your spell ends, and then she seems content, turns to you. And what are you doing?
Well, we knocked on the door, and then a bell went off, so I figured it meant help was coming.
Well, no, that meant you were trying to break into my office.
By knocking? That's a strange way to break in somewhere.
Knocking would not be enough. You would have had to
But it
try to
was.
unlock it. No, it really wasn't. Roll deception, I guess.
Sure. I look forward to a nat 1. Where is deception anyway? Oh, why am I bad at this?
Yeah, she's not buying it. Like, she knows the conditions of this spell and how it was set up.
That's completely fair. I remain adamant.
Fair enough. You can gaslight her.
Please the plan.
Gaslighting a 14-year-old? That's how we're starting this session.
She knows alarm. She's probably a prodigy. It'll just help her figure stuff out later.
So,
Cell world.
so why were you knocking on the door?
Oh, right. We were looking for someone around here who might plausibly have anything tied to Elysium.
Elysium? What do you need with Elysium?
And Asfeld
There's
turns to Imra.
There's enough problems on this plane.
Oh yeah, but
There's-
it's on fire.
Yeah, there's bigger problems on Elysium, and we need to go there as soon as possible.
On fire?
Yep, on fire. Burning,
Can
being
the,
destroyed.
Can the planes even catch fire?
I will
Well-
minor illusion an image of what it looked like when we saw the portal open.
Sure.
I'm sure they can catch fire when the person ruling and protecting them is gone.
That would make sense. So that's a nice illusion you have there. Did you see an illusion?
No, we saw the real thing. Giant portal vortex opened up on a boat, and
Uh-huh.
and it was in the center of it. It was
Ah.
Elysium, and it was burning.
Give me a
we tried to
persuasion
go.
roll.
Persuasion. Ooh, that's great. Oh, I'm not Imra.
Why am I not the one persuading? Oh no.
She looks at you and just there's no way that Elysium would be catching fire right now, and even if you did, what are you expecting to do?
Go
well,
there.
Yeah, you're kind of some sort of chosen of Mistra or something.
I've had quite a few different people from different backgrounds that don't know me at all tell me I need to go to Elysium. So I think I should.
That's... Well, you're more than welcome to try getting there, I suppose. Good luck.
Eh,
Thanks. Do you know where we can find something from Elysium
Why do you need something from Elysium?
to get
To
to
play-
Elysium?
I am not talented enough currently to cast
I
plane
can
shift.
tell.
Yes, thank you. So, I need something from Elysium.
She stares at you briefly, and raises her hand as if to cast something, and... Do you mind?
Can I insight check her? Or
And
wait, is it a her or him?
while Imra's thinking
Sure.
through the
Yeah, you can
response, Esbel
insight.
just chirps in no.
She... The more you have talked about it, she seems intrigued by you, you saying these things about, you're a chosen one of Mistra, people are telling you to go. If you are important, then something... She wants to try and identify what is making you important, if there is something. Because she isn't
Okay.
convinced by your words.
I'll let her do it. Yeah, sure, no problem.
Esvel, she seems to be completely ignoring you.
That is completely fair.
Yes, and she casts Detect Magic. And she starts walking around you in circles. Not prodding you like Judge. She's more careful than you have been investigated in the past. And you see her, she... At first, is keeping just the same scornful face as before. She is obviously incredibly annoyed by the two of you showing up. But as she investigates you further, she seems very... impressed might be the right word.
Interesting. Alright.
And you say it's important for you to get to Elysium?
Well, I think so. It's important for someone to get there, but no one else seems to be quite
And
as concerned.
you say you need something from Elysium.
Well, it'll help my spell work better.
But aren't you from there?
I don't... You know, I'm not entirely sure. And I'm not entirely sure if that would work.
Well, if you really need something from Elysium, I could possibly find something. I don't have anything on hand, but I can reach out, although I'll need some kind of compensate. Things from Elysium don't just grow on trees. Or at
What do you
least
mean?
not material plane trees.
We've been around with a few interesting things. But mostly plenty of money.
Perfect. Money is my favorite type of payment. But as far as I can tell, you are Elysium. Elysiumian. I don't know. Do you know what they call it? I don't know.
I've been there once in my entire life for about a minute. I don't know.
She looks very confused when you say this.
As far as I remember, I have been there once. About, what, a few weeks ago now?
Hey, I ain't here to try and convince you of your life story. I'm just telling you what I saw. And if you are still interested, I can try to find something for you.
Oh, I'm absolutely interested. But
If
do you
Magic thinks that you're from Elysium, Magic probably thinks you're from Elysium.
would that work? Would I work as a component in casting a spell?
I don't know what you're even trying to do.
Trying to plane shift to Elysium, we've told you this.
Plane shift? But you told me you can't plane shift.
Yeah, but I've done a lot of things that I can't do. So we're gonna try anyway.
You've done what?
I cast Power Word Kill on a god once.
It really hurt.
Yeah, and it is very much like continue. You see her more and more confused. It's just not making sense. This isn't how magic works.
I know it's not how magic works, but when magic dies, it starts to do weird things.
So you want to use yourself as a component in a plane shift spell that you can't cast?
Oh, don't get me wrong, I absolutely do not want to do that. But I will. If we can't find anything else.
Like, I can't imagine you're going to get consumed by it if that's what you're after. I imagine it's just kind of a focusing component.
I hope so.
Because for the actual plane shift spell, like, you need a enchanted wand that's attuned to a particular plane.
Yes, I'm aware.
So I imagine that's what, from whatever you're trying to do, that's what you need the component for, just something that is attuned to that plane.
Okay, so I won't die. Well, are we set then? You should still look for something else.
Sure. I will let you know. You're welcome to come back, check in on my office. If things go really well, possibly tomorrow evening. Give me like 24 hours, but may take longer.
Can I don't know if this would be like an insight check or something. What is the right level of money that would not be seen as insulting as like a down payment for this sort of thing?
Yeah, give me an insight check. You would expect, with a 15, you have kind of a rough estimate of like likely hundreds of gold pieces.
Hundreds, okay. Then never mind. I'm not going to put anything down because anything would be insulting. Cool.
Because it is something from another plane. They are hard to come by. And she holds out a hand to you, Imra. Well, since we're going to be business partners, I suppose I should introduce myself. I am Theoda Goldhaven.
I am Imra, and I'll go shake his hand.
Very good to meet you, Imra.
Good to meet you as well, Theodone?
Theoda.
Okay, got it.
So, Theoda.
And do you have any way to contact us, or should we just come back?
Esvel, give me a history check. Actually, Imra as well.
History.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm pretty good at history.
Ooh.
I'm not, but that works.
Imra, yeah, you do not recognize the name. Esvel, you know Theoda Goldhaven is the head of magic of Gilgar and the leader of this university. You also know she's definitely not 14 years old.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Honestly, mentioning it just sounds insensitive.
Yeah.
Also, I have some experience not being in a body of my type, so I'm just gonna
You
roll
do, even
with it.
honestly, with a nat 20 in history, I will say you have seen Theoda in passing. Like you never attended the college, but she's a very important public figure, and she does like now. It's kind of when she mentioned her name, you didn't recognize her before, but now putting the pieces together, like this almost looks like her child or something. Like she looks the same but younger.
Then the announcement of the name will probably be met with like the finger tracing motion that people do when they're adding something up,
Yeah.
and then followed by, huh. Not actually following up on it directly.
All right. And she said, "No, just come back. Try not to set off the alarm again."
Okay. We'll do our best.
You're welcome if you have sending or message or whatever. You're welcome to send something to me or send a note to this establishment. Like, I will be checking my office regularly.
Oh, do you have anything you can give us so we can get past the guards? We had to pay them.
Yeah. I'll give you. You'll have to enroll in the school to be legally allowed to enter the premises. As head of the college, I can accept your applications for it's 1 gold piece each.
Done.
This sounds like paying the guards, but with more steps. Asvel says while putting the gold in her hand.
Yeah.
Well, that's school for you. It's a crime.
Being enrolled in the
Yeah, so
college.
I do have to. If you actually want to be students, then it's a whole nother thing. But I'm assuming you just want to, in name, be a student here.
I don't think
Yeah,
you'll
for
really
now.
do my kind of magic.
Yeah. So I will need you to choose from this list of magical classes, so I can just put you in one of them.
Okay.
So Imra and Esfel, which magical class do you want to join?
Let's see, where did you...
Oh, I didn't make a list. Just
Oh,
pick
we
pick
don't have a
anything.
list.
Is it just a school of magic, or are we like naming a course, or are we
yeah.
just making
You
up
can take
what
like
might be a class name?
conjuration. There's like a intro to conjuration class if you just want a basic school of magic. But there's lots of specifics as well. There's some like special like reading classes that are like made like self-taught classes, those kinds of things.
Uh-huh. If there's some like over-the-top illusion class, I would be all about that.
Okay.
And if there's like a theory class or something, like what is magic,
Mhm.
I'll do that one.
Yeah. Esvel, you are enrolled in You and You. How to deal with yourself.
I love it.
And Imra, what's a good magical history name? Let's see what I can think. History and theme. Yeah. You're enrolled in The Good Old Days of Magic. Why it was better before Mistra died.
Is that a new one?
It's a new class. Just started this semester.
Man, I bet I could teach that class.
Yeah, so those are the classes you are enrolled in. You obviously will not be attending any of them, but you now each have a small kind of piece of parchment that says like you are a student here and are allowed on the premises.
Oh man. And I wish I had 3rd level spells so I could scry into my class. Distance learning.
Just flex on an entire university system.
Yeah, anything else you want at the university?
This has been a resounding success.
I think we're good for. I think we gotta get out while we're ahead. No one's arrested us. We did a whole lot of not cool things. We're good.
That's 3 things. Yeah, let's go.
Alright.
And as we start walking away, I will make both of us invisible.
Yeah. As you turn to leave, Theoda says goodbye once again to you, Imra, and again says nothing to you, Esvel.
Goodbye.
Ah,
Thank you for your help.
And we'll acknowledge that I'm not being acknowledged.
Yeah, I think then we'll get... Are we heading out? Out?
Yeah, unless you hear a pigeon.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, you go out of the university. We'll say you go past the guy that you bribed on your way in. On your way out, like he just kind of nods to you. Whatever. People going out.
We are
you can't.
invisible at this point.
True. He nods at you anyways. Oh no. No. You just walk past him. Where to?
I think we're leaving Gilgar?
Back
Go
to
meet up with
Jockeys?
everyone else?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or wait, everybody else was just staying there, yeah?
Yeah, or last you heard.
Okay. Yeah, we'll head
Did
back.
you want to check, like, on... I know you said something about Mama's house. I know...
I don't...
Like, Will wants you to follow up. Like, you had gotten a bag of holding from a guy here, an artificer.
yeah.
Did Will ask us that, like, before we left, Will?
I don't know,
probably.
but, like, Esvel would remember. Like, you were the one that probably interacted with them the
Oh, I
most.
was definitely aware that that was a thing. I was intentionally treating it as the lower priority on account of we're doing Destiny bullshit at the moment, and also I don't have a ton of cash.
Fair enough.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, no, you can
I think
leave
we
Gilgar.
get out. Yeah.
So it is quite late when you exit the city. You encounter no issues leaving while invisible. Do you want to spend a few more hours attempting to get back? Or actually, it'll take quite a while because you're out of wild shapes now, I think.
Right, so it would actually probably be faster to, like, camp for an hour
Yeah.
and then go.
Camp for an hour or just take a long rest in the forest.
We can really do either.
I imagine getting back to them sooner is better than later.
Yeah.
Mostly I want to make sure they didn't ruin Jaju's place.
Yeah. The thing, like,
Yeah,
if you
we-
take a short rest and travel, like, you will have to sleep in quite a while tomorrow to not be exhausted.
That's fine, naps are great.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, you take short rest, do wild shape thing, get back to Jaju's. And so we will go back to Talai and Will. What are you guys up to? Talai sent me something. Yes, reading your thing, Talai. Yeah, makes sense. So,
Yeah. Cool.
at some point in the evening while Imra and Esvel are gone... Oh, here, let's switch to... We're back in the forest now. Let's go forest. There we go. Yes, so Talai approaches you, Will, and mentions that he's going to go out and make his fire somewhere in the forest.
Sounds good. I can stay here, or I don't know. I don't have much to do right now.
Well,
Look at your- That works, yeah. No, come along.
They're gonna go back and that fucking place is gonna be empty. Shit.
Yeah, so the two of you go out into the forest. You build a large fire. Well, you have seen this before, but every time the fire just looks too big. Like, you stop putting wood on it, and you're like, "This is a good size fire." And then Talai comes back with like another armful and just tosses it on, and you're like, "That's a too big fire."
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean, this is the
probably right.
second time I've ever seen this, so
Mhm. Yes, and Talat, you meditate in front of the fire, polishing your weapon as usual.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you want to toss into the fire?
Yeah, I will toss in a pouch containing 50 gold. That's really all I
Ooh.
have.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yes, the fire rises as you have seen it before. And you hear Vanua's voice again.
Mm-hmm.
And I imagine you might have been a little bit worried about it, but you hear no disappointment in his tone. He is happy with what you have done. You are a good Goliath.
Okay. That's good.
And once again, your mind is filled with a vision of your village again. And it's kind of flashing back and forth between before and after the fire went out.
Mm-hmm.
And then the vision kind of passes, and the fire has resumed its normal burning.
Okay. That's my thing that I wanted to do.
Anything you want to do at the fire, Will? Or just hanging out?
Yeah, I actually want to take my plate and silverware set and a few other of just like the last remnants of whatever I had in my home and throw them in the fire.
Yeah, you toss them in. And you see the fire blaze up, and you see Talai's back arch, like kind of like he's being affected somehow. You, however, do not hear anything. Talai, you hear Vanua's voice again. He has gone through hardship, but he will find strength again.
No one ever wants to talk to me. I hate this.
Wonder why.
I have tried
You
so
don't
many
have
times.
your hat. You don't have your hat.
I know.
They don't recognize you. Who's that guy?
Just some
A
asshole.
platypus? Parry the platypus as soon as he puts his hat on.
Will? Will the gunslinger?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's getting fairly late at this point. Like this is your normal bedtime, 9 p.m. or whatever. I mean, you got to wake up when the sun rises. You have early bedtimes.
That's true.
Do you want to stay up waiting for Esvel and Imra have not returned yet?
I guess we could probably take shifts, like just staying up and like not necessarily keeping watch, but just staying up.
What, you don't want to stay up late and drink some?
That works for me.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna raid whatever cabinet she has with alcohol and
While you start raiding, you are unable to find anything to your liking until one of the they're mud golems, right?
I think that's how you described them, yeah. Because they had teacup hands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The mud golem comes out with a large bottle of something and offers it towards you, Will.
sure. I'll give it a quick sniff and provided it smells strong, go for it.
It does.
Perfect.
Oh boy.
Oh, can I have some cups as well? Or do we just out of the bottle this stuff?
He can give you glasses if you want.
Okay. Well, I'm just asking, like, is this something we, like, Just sip out of the bottle, moonshine style.
He points to the label, which shows it is an 80 proof rum.
Jesus. We're gonna need shot glasses.
Yeah, you see him. He morphs his fingers into 5 shot glasses, and they just kind of fall off his hand onto the table.
Good enough for me.
Yep.
You want to sit at the fire, or you want to sit inside?
Well, the fire I kind of had away, so I'm guessing we would, as the fire died down, probably. I don't know, because if you were coming with me, I wouldn't really feel a need to go far. So it was probably just outside of the cabin, so probably outside at the fire.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Yeah, so your liquor bottle, it's a 80 proof rum, has a picture of a phoenix on it.
Pour one out for Vanilla.
Oh, down the hatch after that.
Oh yeah.
Tala, you
Easy
hear
enough.
yum yum.
Vanua's not there, but the fire still gets bigger. Yeah.
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 Just hang out for the rest of the night then.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yep.
it's been a while since Will and Tala got to hang out.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, so you
Just
will
wait for either Pan or
Mhm.
the rest of them.
Pan is
whichever's
still
first.
missing. Or on patrol.
That's only slightly worrying.
Mhm.
He's been gone for like 6 hours.
Yeah. After you spend a couple more hours at the fireplace, you're still within eyeshot of the cabin, like you wanted to be able to see if anyone showed up. When you see 2 shadowy figures approaching the cabin. It's Imra and Esfil.
Okay.
Oh,
Too bad. I was hoping it was Raju.
Remind me, how big is Imra?
Medium?
I mean, medium creature size. Yeah, he's probably 6'4"-ish. And he's not big.
Way too big to be able to do this. Then never mind.
No, he's tall, but he's skinny. Tall and lanky.
Fuck it. Well, no, never mind. I have -1 strength. I'm not trying this.
What are you doing?
Nothing. I'm not going to hoist you bodily and shout, "We found it."
I mean, if you want to be bigger and try and carry me.
Instead, what I will do is just shout, "We found it!"
What?
The real thing from Elysium was Imra the whole time?
Goes me?
The real thing with
kinda-
Elysium was the friends we made along the way.
Oh shit.
I had kind of suspected it before. I wasn't quite sure though. But according to the young child that we talked to, I should be able to use myself as a component for this.
Oh yeah.
spell.
Also, the head of the college is now a child.
Okay. Sure.
It's not really
Lot-
weirder than anything else that's happened recently, but I thought
Yeah,
it
a
was
lot
worth
weirder
mentioning.
things have happened. This is kind of an awkward time to mention this, but would this work for a thing from Elysium? I didn't realize that's quite what we were looking for. I just pull out my quiver. I don't know what about it specifically is Elysian, but
Quiver?
yeah. It's as Vel says, it's got something to do with Elysium and Pandemonium.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
in some way helps you with whatever weird stuff's going on there. I don't know much about either of those things, so
It is an Elysian
Well-
quiver.
of Pandemonium.
Worst case scenario,
Oh.
we end up in the wrong plane.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if I have some way to verify, but I don't really think that I did.
I could identify it for you again.
You've already identified it though?
Yes, it is an Elysian quiver of pandemonium.
Yeah, it's what I was putting in the group chat. Could I see that for tomorrow maybe? It's late.
I don't have much use for it. I don't really
Okay.
use. Well, I guess I do use bows, but
Well, you'll get it back.
I'm kind of just using it as a mundane quiver at the moment. We had worries about curses on these things,
Mm,
but so far so good.
yeah. You'll get it back, don't worry.
Okay.
Alright, now we'll take that and I guess we go to bed. We have to go back tomorrow.
Was it easy to get in? Was the city changed much at all?
We should be able to get in now, but we kind of snuck and bribed our way in.
I think we'll still have to sneak past the front gate.
Yeah.
So do you want to go just you two then?
I can get 3 people through now. Easily enough. Actually, I can get more than that through. Yeah, I can get all of us through, I think.
Shit, alright.
Yeah. So we'll go back there tomorrow morning, or tomorrow, not morning. See if they've found anything. Otherwise, we'll go back to the boat and just use me.
Were the people at the college able to help? Wasn't there...
Well, I'm not sure about help in casting, but they said that they would look for something from Elysium, although we might have that already with this quiver.
So, what do we need the people at the boat for?
To help cast, the wizard that I talked to, Rafolk, said that if we find something within the week, we can, he said within the week because that's when the boat would leave, but
we can get to the boat whenever we want.
yeah. So
In
we will.
theory.
So he should be able to help us cast, and maybe someone else. But I'd still like to not use myself as a component.
Yeah, who knows what had happened. Magic's funky, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll deal with that tomorrow. And I will go off to bed.
Have fun.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll hang out with you guys around the fire while summoning her familiar, and then we'll follow suit.
When Talai, Vic, I did just send you something by the way.
I saw it.
Okay. When Talai sees you kind of summoning your familiar, he kind of has a thought and begins casting. Because I now have Find Steed. That's...
For realty.
Yeah. So I will cast
Oh, boy.
Find Steed with as long as what I just talked to Vic about is
Oh
cool.
yeah, totally
That.
fine.
Sweet. Do it so the exactly as the picture, Vic?
Yeah, we can make it look like
Dope.
I'll figure out a stat block for it at
Sure.
some point.
Okay. I now have a giant mountain goat that looks like this for a steed.
Huh.
Just confirming, is the mountain goat a beast?
No, it'll be.
Like,
I choose it to be. Celestial, sure.
And what language does it speak, or does it understand?
Golka.
Cool. God, I'm gonna have to figure out mounted combat now. Yeah. No, that's totally fine. Like I said, I'll
Cool.
figure out what stat block it's using.
Yeah, I figured it didn't really matter because that's just kind of flavor. But yeah.
All right, yeah. So you're all doing this. Meanwhile, Pan. So about 6, actually probably closer to like 8 hours ago by now, you told Will, "Hey, gonna go on patrol in the forest. Make sure everything is safe." And they have not seen you since.
Dun dun dun.
So you went out into the forest, and let me open up this thing.
Yep. Definitely on patrol.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
definitely on patrol. Once you are far enough away that you expect that no one would kind of just encounter you, you cast darkness, summoning your packed blade, and kneel in the middle with like you kind of shoving your sword into the ground and attempting to reach your patron.
Yes.
It does take... It feels like minutes of you just sitting there when finally you feel yourself latch on to something. You are connected to something. And you hear a voice rough and grating against your mind. Like it does feel like an actual grater is against your skull right now every time he speaks. You are near.
One day.
Where is William Judd?
He is near.
You dare lie to me? And you take 2 psychic damage. I can sense he is nowhere near you.
He is in a cabin south of here. 10 minutes. At least that was my understanding when I left.
Bring him to me.
As I say, we are one day from here. Who is William Judd?
When you bring William Judd to Gilgar, you will be told where to bring him.
What is his purpose?
It is none of your concern.
And yet concerned I am.
It is
Do you
not
make
your
just-
place. You are to do as I say.
As you wish. I have another question. Oh, have I gone off?
What's your question?
Did you know? Did you know?
Bring William Judd to Gilgar.
Damn it, you will
And
answer!
you feel
Did
him
you know?
unlatch.
Who I was when you found me in the ocean.
And you can tell, like, you're just screaming into the forest at this point.
And that presence has just gone by now.
Yeah. You are still in the darkness. But... Or actually, one
Stand up
sec.
in sheer frustration, just scream.
How long does darkness last?
Not too long.
Yeah, no, you are not in darkness anymore, like when you kind of open your eyes.
Mm.
Yes, you scream. And as you do so, you see It is quite dark at this point in the evening. You realize that many hours must have passed already as you kind of regain your surroundings, understanding what's going on around you. And out of the corner of your eye... Actually, roll perception for me. I think that'll work better.
Sure. That's my favourite.
Ooh, yeah, that's good stuff. Yes, you see a bright light out of the corner of your eye, and with that perception roll, you can tell it's not like a flame.
How far away from me? And does it give off any magical aura if I'm close enough to see?
Yes, it is magical, although it does not seem to be from a particular school.
Sure.
And about 50 feet, so not that far, but there are a lot of trees around you, so you don't have a direct name.
Yeah. Is it away from the hut, or towards the hut, or offside?
It is away from the hut.
All right. Yeah, I'll walk towards that. You've hooked me, DM. You've hooked me.
Ho ho! Man, why can I not find the thing I want? There we go. Yes. As you approach the light itself is not getting brighter, but as you get closer, it's illuminating more of your eyesight. And when you get close enough, you become like you have to raise your hand to your eyes. It is too bright for you to continue looking at.
Wow.
And then you hear a voice. Let me double check something. Yeah, this is the one I want. This is the one I want. Let me double check your sheet that I'm doing this right. Don't want you to... yes, you hear in Celestial. It has been too long, Kalen.
Was that meant to be Kalis?
Kalis. It's been a long time, you know?
Do I recognize that voice?
Like a dream. And the light begins, or you begin to become accustomed enough to the light that you are able to kind of actually like open your eyes.
Yeah, I would have had sort of sword out at the ready, and I'll sheathe that. And as I stare forwards, just who are you?
I realize I didn't get this ready. Let's get this and this.
I can hear you checking notes.
One sec. This being needs to check their notes, make sure they're saying everything right.
Oh gosh, sorry guys, I just get
so much on the inflection of the words. You got to get it just right, otherwise you're saying nonsense.
There we go. And you look up, and see an Archon. And you recognize her, or maybe recognize isn't the right word, but you know her. Although you've only been with her once before, you feel your mind scrambling to try and fit these pieces together. But while you're doing that, this winged celestial looks to you and reaches out a hand. Kalis, we are connected, although we were separated for a long time. And even once I could come back, there was something around you that did not allow me to get close.
I'll hold out my hand, reaching it towards her.
She reaches out hers to clasp it with you.
I know you.
Yes. Your people, you are born of duality. Each of you has a twin, just as we are. But there was a long time that we could not find you, and it burned both sides.
Pan's just speechless, trying to take that in.
I cannot stay for long, Kalis. There is many things that need to be done. I understand you have questions and want answers, and there are very few I can give you.
The islands. Do they stand?
And she looks down when you ask this. I have not been myself, but I know many of my brothers and sisters are without their twins.
There were too many.
It is possible. As I thought you had been lost as well, but I found you. It may be that the others are also lost and are just waiting to be found. They are not necessarily gone.
Pan, looks horrified by that. The thought that everyone he knew may have been taken in the same way he was. That's the first place he thinks of when he thinks they're lost like him.
Yeah.
Is that they've been overthrown and taken.
What must I do?
And she reaches out both and clasping both her hands in both of yours, and with a large, just comforting smile on her, says to you, "Be good, Kalis. Do good. I must go. We will meet again. I promise."
I don't understand. I know the words, but I do not know their meaning. Please.
I cannot stay, Kalis. I must go. There are things... There are big things coming, and you play a part in it. There is a great evil that is beginning to grow larger than anyone had hoped. Because we were gone for so long, there was nothing we could do until now, and We only pray it is not too late. But with your help, Kalis, we can do something.
But this evil, I fear, is within me.
And that is why you are so important. Go, Kalis. Be with your friends tonight.
I'll kind of let her go then, I suppose.
You let her go, and in an instant, the light vanishes, and she is no longer standing in front of you. And you are, again, left alone in the dark.
Suck it, Will. I've got 2 celestial things on me. I'll probably stay in the dark and just trying to process things as Kalis, with kind of Pan in the background of that, and then switch the 2 again in my mind as Kalis takes the back seat and ponders everything that's going on, and I will slowly just walk back to the hut.
All right. Yes, so you come up onto everyone. And they're all summoned. You see a giant goat. You see Esvel's familiar. All very exciting. You see all your friends. They are all here now, sitting around the remnants of Talai's fire. I don't know if they've built it back up at this point, or
It definitely would not have been let to die.
yeah.
So.
So where did you find him? Gesturing at the goat.
We, I don't know. We had these back in the mountains, and I just felt like I needed one, so I made one, I guess. Talai is definitely riding the goat right now.
We need to go to the mountains at some point. I want a goat.
And Talai will also, especially now that Pan is back, take the time to teach you guys basic commands in Golka so that follow or basic stuff like that, so you guys all can basically communicate with it, you know. But yeah, this is one of the things you have to be careful about in the mountains. If you're not careful, it'll just knock you right off the side.
For fun? Or...
Yeah, probably. I don't know, I guess. But, it's not something that's never happened.
Huh. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Pan. Where you going? Or where'd you go?
Seeking answers.
How far? You were gone forever.
The questions were long.
Alright. Any good answers?
Just more questions.
Imris from Elysium!
Yes.
Esvel has been drinking.
Yeah, at least you guys got something.
Mm.
Was that the one with the phoenix on it?
Yeah.
For the first time, Pan will take a drink.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, the three of you that have been drinking, so Pan, Talai, and Will, each of you make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm proficient.
Mine was to GM, but it was a 17.
Yeah.
I could have had advantage on this. I chose not to take it.
Imra, are you drinking?
Absolutely not.
Okay, okay.
Hell
Yeah, so Talai and Will, you're fine. Esvel and Panoptis, you are now tipsy. So advantage on charisma-based checks and saving throws.
Just give Talai a fist bump.
Yeah. This ain't our first rodeo. Speaking of which, why does rodeo have to be closed on Sundays?
Damn it, did they close on Sunday?
Yeah,
That was Mondays.
it's both.
Does alcohol count as necrotic? Because I have resistance.
I think it's closer to a poison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. If
The
we
real
can
strong
count
stuff.
it as a poison,
Oh, you're a
never mind, that's
paladin.
disease. No, it's immunity to
Oh,
disease.
wait, yeah.
But I
Should
do
have been a
have
monk.
protection from poison as a spell.
That's a boring spell to cast right now.
Yeah, y'all
Especially
trying
for
not to
second
get
level.
drunk?
What the hell?
Yeah, I'm going to drink to the point where I am intoxicated.
Okay.
Yeah, if Will's doing that, Talai will
Then
do the
just-
same.
Like,
I'm just
you want to be drunk or like blackout?
Not blackout.
Okay.
Yeah, just drunk.
We're at a point where we need to be able to have some senses about us.
Okay.
in everyday
Drunk?
life, but-
Yeah, you have advantage on all your attack rolls and ability checks.
Oh shit. Man, being drunk is awesome.
Yeah, being drunk is awesome.
it's a 9th level spell.
And I'm gonna pass out at about like, I mean, you guys got back at like 10, 11 o'clock, right? Midnight?
We
They
got back pretty late.
It's
yeah.
like 2 a.m. at this point or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
At some point, I'm going to catch Will's mind and just tell him we need to talk.
Now is probably not the best time. We're talking right now.
I am going to offer some alcohol to my familiar, by the way.
I don't think you can get a connection at this moment.
Yeah, so
That's
you
something I have to opt into, yeah.
Yeah. Your familiar is going to refuse it, but you can't force him to drink.
No, I'm not going to force him to drink.
Okay,
That's fucked up.
he doesn't want any.
Oh,
Alright,
man.
So, does Pan know that he can't get a connection to me? Or does he just think,
Yeah, Pat, like you can feel it like just slipping off. It's like you're trying to grab like Jello or something.
Huh. I kind of stare for a while and like I see everyone drinking and can't really cope with it right now. Pan goes outside again.
Oh, we're outside.
Yeah, we're outside.
Well, Pan goes further outside. Alright.
I go outside this plane? Oh.
Not yet. That's tomorrow.
I cast plane shift. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Well, you guys didn't know warlocks can cast plane shift once per day.
I swear, if we had someone that could plane shift,
I fully intend on taking it as soon as I can.
so do I.
You're just going to be a few levels behind.
Yeah, only 4.
Yeah.
And the plane I'm taking everyone to is full of tentacles.
Oh, so the
Oh
fun.
no.
Oh yeah, guys, we're definitely going to Elysium. Don't worry about it. Yeah, so you're welcome.
Back again.
You're welcome to do this as long as you want, but if you just want to go to bed and it to be tomorrow, we can do that.
Yeah.
I'm
and
good.
Yeah, I'm asleep.
This is what I imagine Talai will be sleeping like from now on with his goat
How long does your
Sounds
summon last
good.
for?
until I dismiss it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And every time I cast a spell, it is now that animal. Like I can't change it or change anything about it.
Oh, damn it, I forgot the legs.
I don't know what that sentence means.
With
You
your
summoned it without legs.
Oh.
oh man, why didn't you take find vehicle? You could have just summoned a car.
I don't get to pick the spells paladins get.
It's a UA paladin spell. It's modern magic.
Yeah.
You can have any non-military land vehicle.
Unicycle.
Worth.
Do that for the joke the first time, and then someone else rolls up in a Lamborghini. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could have done that.
Yeah. You guys are getting cars?
Probably. So let you summon planes. No, land vehicle, never mind. Alright, yeah, I'm
All right. Yeah, you all go to bed. Sleeping inside Jaju's place?
Yeah.
Talai is
Oh, sorry.
Sleeping outside.
yeah, I'm not sleeping inside someone's house who's not there.
But it's just full of mud golems. Don't even worry about it.
Everyone but me is sleeping outside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only William Judd is sleeping inside Jaju's hut.
No, Talai has now a giant fluffy pillow that can probably only be outside, so
Oh, that's fair. You can
He's
sleep on
double
your
staying.
goat.
he is double staying outside now.
I'm still at least a little druid.
I assume you summoned it outside then. Didn't get it stuck inside.
Oh,
Damn it, I gotta use
no.
another spell slot. Resummon it outside.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'll
everyone.
just stumble inside and find my way to the best bed in the house.
Yeah. The golems tell you which bed is the best one.
Nice. Is it Jaju's?
You're too drunk to know.
Okay.
It's probably the floor.
You'll find out in the morning.
Okay.
Says poorly.
All right. Yeah, you all go to bed, and bedtime, and bedtime's over. You did it.
Wow. We solved the bedtime puzzle.
Ta-da.
Congrats, everyone. It's morning time.
Level up.
Level up. You're level 8 now.
I mean, yes.
I'm in. More stat boosts.
Now I have to go prep all of these fucking everything.
But yeah, so
All 2 spells.
it is a new morning.
That was more all of my daily long rest abilities. I have a ton
So
of them.
everyone except Will, you wake up outside, no problems. It was a clear night last night, so no rain or anything. Will, you wake up and feel very dirty, and realize you have been sleeping on top of a mud golem who turned itself into a bed for you.
Was it comfortable at least?
It was last night.
Is it like Sleep Number but worse?
Yeah. It's
Like whatever whatever shape you were laying
you've
in.
realized like it's like you've kind of like sunk into it a little bit, so it does take a bit of wiggling to like stand up.
Great. Well, thanks for that, buddy.
He gives you a big thumbs up.
Appreciate it. And I'll head outside.
Hmm.
Morning, all. Anyone got some water or magic to maybe get me not covered in mud?
I would have probably made tea. one of the ones that I got from the person on the boat. I don't
Wait, can you brew coffee in that?
actually
Does that count as a tea?
It's gotta, right? I mean, it's
probably if we have some coffee.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I don't have coffee though. Not yet.
We can stop at the market or something on the way through
There we
town.
go.
Would hot chocolate count as tea then?
Well, so that's actually something I was wondering because I want to find the mud golems and make mud tea in my teapot.
Sure, yeah, they start when you say you want mud tea, they start brewing you some, but then you have to explain to them, no, I want to put it in my pot. And they're very confused at first, and their feelings are only a little bit hurt.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to offend them. I will drink the tea they made me,
Okay,
but I will also make some.
sure. Yeah, you've turned it into a bonding experience. You both made tea at the same time.
There we go. That's the goal.
And is there a bathtub or something, or does somebody have prestidigitation?
I have
prestidigitation,
prestige.
Okay, great.
One of the
And
golems
the-
turns into a bathtub.
Hmm,
It's full of mud.
It's full of mud.
good for your skin, but not great for getting clean.
I want to spend the morning druid crafting like a very over the top flower arch sort of thing around Jaju's doorway.
Okay. As you do, the golems come out and start picking wildflowers to put into the arch. It's a lot of baby's breath, man. It's so much.
Well, did you guys want? Are we able to get everyone into the city? I forget.
Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem.
Okay. And why do we have to sneak in?
Because they've started doing this thing where they stand outside and ask for papers, and if you don't have the papers, then you have to give them money, but money's dumb, so we just be invisible.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Also, it's more fun.
Yeah, so it's actually about like midday when you wake up because you stayed up so late for Immer and Esfel. So you want to head to the city?
Yeah.
I guess so.
I think so. Unless
Yeah.
someone has something out here.
Yeah, let's take William Judd to Gilgar. Nothing could possibly go wrong.
Let's go to Gilgar.
I mean, it's certainly about time, isn't it?
Pan's actually been pretty silent, but do I still get that thing if I try and talk to Will through mentalness? Am I still getting that kind of barrier?
Yes. I think, if I remember what the thing does.
Yeah. Unless you make it known that you want to talk to me. Yeah.
Yeah. So at some point, I'd like hand on your shoulder.
Hey,
Yeah, and it will take, because you don't have horses to take all of you to Gilgar, so it's going to take a while.
Just a goat.
can Tali's goat help carry more than one person?
I would imagine so.
I mean, can it do a Goliath and a person?
It could do a Goliath and a person, but like it won't be able to go like full speed. But if it's just trying to keep up with the others walking, then definitely.
It's probably better for verticalness than land speed.
Most likely. It's got a ram attack, though.
Nice.
Literally.
This ain't good.
Yeah, Talai, honestly, like, if we're walking, he probably isn't even riding it. So,
Yeah.
if someone wants to ride on it to not walk, that's fine, but he probably just walks.
Yeah,
much.
until you can just use that stat block.
Cool.
That's good.
Awesome.
So does Pan want to talk?
Yeah, I'll just say something along the lines of, your mind is closed to me.
Yeah. It's thing Sirik gave me, actually. Annoyingly, he's given me a pretty good gift, actually.
When we arrive in Gilgar, your purpose may be made known to me, but I searched for answers and I found none. When we get there, I will know more. As for our discussion, I have no idea. None.
I'll just kind of like point at my forehead at this point and like, it's open now.
You would hear, "Are you a good man, William Judd?"
Jesus, are any of us actually?
By your own judgment.
I do my best. I don't know. I don't know. I've tried to do good, but my work has put so much bad into the world that I don't know.
Is a man good because of what he achieves? Or his intentions? What do you think?
I think it's more about the outcome. Intentions are important for sure, but I mean the process as well. I don't know. There's a lot of factors. Objectively, there's no great way to say. I'll at least say I don't feel like a good person. I haven't done much to actually warrant that label.
Pan just nods.
If you're talking literally, though, yes, I am good.
Yeah, you don't get any further reply to that. He was asking not in it doesn't look like Pan's judging you. More he's trying to answer questions for himself.
Yeah, actually, though, thinking about it, have I done anything actually good since the start of the campaign?
I don't really think any of us have.
Yeah.
You're not very good people.
I cast heroism on that one girl. That was good.
Summary of Will's past 3 months. His direct actions resulted in the entire city of the entire Forge Smiths being blown up. After that, got stuck, killed a god, ruined many people's lives, changed the fundamental way that the world works for the worse. Ruined a wedding. No, wait, he wasn't there. Killed some changelings. Yeah, no, he's...
Took part in a heist against a group of innocent people who had definitely done nothing wrong.
I will also say some changelings seems like a very conservative guess.
I mean, it was under 10.
No?
Serial killer bullshit is that?
It was less. It's a fair argument.
I would consider 10 to be some. Yeah, that's... No, I don't think he's a good person.
I murdered a bunch of kobolds.
Oh yeah, a lot. Holy shit, that's right.
There's like 60 kobolds.
The final boss is a massive kobold.
No, it was a bear.
Hey, at least we didn't kill Mockbear.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
you might have been lynched by the crowd if you had killed Mockbear. He's a crowd favorite.
As he should be.
As he should. Good bear.
He's just doing what bears do.
Yeah. Increase double his
Really
movement speed every
fast.
turn. That's just bear things.
Out of curiosity, was Mockbear a beast?
No.
Was he fey? Could I have turned him?
Never know.
I could have turned him. Oh, I was wondering, but I didn't want to try. And just waste a turn.
Fuck, I need to come up with a name for my goat.
Go to Kana.
Your goat.
I'll figure it out.
Can we actually control it? Like, you have some basic commands, but can we do anything with it?
If it decides to, I mean, it can understand those commands, and
Right.
so if I tell it to listen to you guys, probably, or if I'm just not there and you say like follow, like probably, but that's ultimately up to Vic. So because it is like its own goat, okay.
He's got his own life. He's got his own problems.
Exactly. I would, along those lines, though, I would probably have dismissed it by the time we got to Gilgar, and we'll just resummon it at another time.
Fair enough.
I don't know if we can turn it invisible, but even if it's invisible, I don't know how we would get it in there.
Yeah, anytime it bumps its horns against something, it counts as an attack and it reappears.
54 name suggestions for pet goats. There we go.
So are we all going invisible? We can't do it, can we?
So going into town, it'll be 2 at a time. 2 will go invis in the town. Another 2 will go invis in the town, and then I will wild shape in the town.
Okay. Do we even all need to go? Because we're not casting anything here, as far as I know.
The goal is just not to split the party, and mostly because I can now.
That's fair. Okay.
I mean, if we are worried about what happens when Will enters Gilgar.
Oh, I think we should do it.
Okay.
We're gonna have to figure it out eventually.
I was hoping eventually would be later than now, but yeah.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Perish.
What are you gonna do? Not go in?
That's not an option. I mean, it is, but don't do that.
Do we want to try just like walking in first? Or do we just want to break in?
You know, there's a really long line, and they're gonna ask you for papers.
I mean, if we can get a copy of the papers, we might be able to make copies of it. Get in legally.
Is that for the front gate?
Did you just say forge the papers and then get in legally?
Yes.
More legally.
That's how forgery works.
So you remember when you were asking whether or not we're good people?
I think we just walk in. I think we just invisibly walk in.
I imagine they're not on the lookout for magic anymore.
Okay, Esvel, who are you casting invisibility on?
Let's do one bad, one good for each one. Who are our clunkiest people? Probably Talai and Pan are the clunkiest? I'm not even sure that's true. But sure, we'll split them up, so we'll do Talai and Will first.
Alright, Talai and Will, you're now invisible. You want to
boy.
sneak in the front gates?
Will does not go in without me.
I'm invisible now. You can't stop me.
He can detect magic.
Doesn't?
He has,
Or wait,
he has
yeah, I don't
fucking
think.
super eyes now, man.
And incidentally, the sort of the mode of action here is the same as before. Have given you all directions to the same bar.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. That's where I drink. Actually, it's not. But
They don't sell egg beers there, or whatever it is that you drink.
It was in fact Egg Beer Bar that I gave you directions to.
What
Oh,
was
I-
it?
Yes.
wasn't that Bee's Nest, but you went to like the Wolf's something.
No, yeah, you're going to the bee's knees.
Okay, yes, Bee's Knees.
Bee's nest, bee's knees, I forget. Something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the-
so Pan does not want Will to go in without him. Esvel, what do you do?
I already invisibled the two of them and told them they have half an hour to go.
I have my own way in if needs be.
No, we're good, Pen. You just wait for Esvel to.
Just wait half an hour, it'll be fine.
Okay, Talai and Will, you have half an hour. What do you want to do?
Let's go.
Okay,
Yeah, I mean, I think Tlag just.
both
I
of you
don't
give.
want to go without Pan, though.
Okay.
Would
If you want to go in, it's going to be stealth roll with advantage.
Ooh, that's some dice to roll for Talai.
go? Yeah, I'll just go. I won't go too terribly far. I don't know if I'll actually go to the bar. I'll just wait.
Okay, thank God.
Advantage thing!
Did your heart fall when you saw the
Oh.
4?
Only a lot.
Yes, you both managed to sneak in. You do not seem to gather the attention of any of the guards.
Great.
Yeah, and so you still have, you have 29 minutes now. We'll say 25 minutes. You were parked a fair bit away from the front gate, so, you have 25 minutes.
Yeah. Well, you want to de-invisible and then go get some food or something? We have some time.
You actually can't be invisible until Esvel does it. Oh wait, no, you can attack or something.
Yeah, if you attack or
Just gotta
cast
punch to
or...
lie.
Yeah, if you punch each other.
I think we could make it work.
1, 2, 3.
Both attacks miss because you're invisible.
But
Yeah, if you attack
So
or
I'm not-
cast a spell. So if you have cantrips, you can do that.
I do not have cantrips.
Will punch this
Um,
wall that hits the ground from Talai. Just gets laid out.
You can de-invisible. You can.
Okay, we can figure it out
If
somehow.
you want to role play it, we can, but you can just be uninvisible.
Okay,
yeah, just go to some back alley by the bar and
beat the fuck out of each other.
Yeah, so do you go to that bar, or are you going to a different one?
we probably
let's go
go.
to that one.
Yeah, that one.
And I want to try and grab some coffee beans along the way.
Doo-doo.
Or if this place sells ground coffee beans.
Let's get rid of these things. There we go.
And do I don't know how this works. Do I feel some sort of magic tether break or something now that I am maintaining concentration on a spell that is not in effect?
Sure. Why not?
Oh, then I'll invisible the other two and
Yeah,
turn into a
so
squirrel.
it's only been about 5 minutes, but you feel them break. You have no way of knowing if that means they are in danger. Like,
Right.
if they broke, it's because they cast a spell or attacked. So,
All the more reason to follow quickly. Yep, Pan and Amara are now invisible, and I am now a squirrel.
Right.
okay. You're doing the same thing. Esfel, like going an alternate route.
Yeah, up over the wall.
Yeah,
as a
then you
squirrel.
don't even have to stealth. You're good to go. Emmer and Panoptus both give me a stealth roll with advantage.
I'm not going to go for the main gate.
Oh.
Do I? So, Esfel's told us the direction to go.
Yikes.
So I'm going to follow the outer wall until I'm vaguely like outside the point of the city, like that's then in, like a direct line
Yep.
to where we're going. I am going to look through the wall.
Uh-huh.
I doubt that's like 30 feet range on that, so I doubt I can specifically see Will and Talai anywhere. But I will look for a place that's completely clear of anyone around, and I will make my own way in via Dimension Door.
Ooh. Yeah, there we go. Yes, so you have made a deeper connection with your patron, which has allowed you more powers than before. And although your eyes have been given their original status from your sacrifice to Vanua, visually, you don't see this, but I'm going to describe it anyways. Your scars begin to reappear, although they almost appear ethereal and ghostly, this pale glow around them as you can suddenly look through this wall. It's phasing in and out, almost in a jerky fashion, as if it doesn't know where to be anymore. And you can see past the walls into the inner city of Gilgar. And you can see where the bar is. It's quite close to the outer wall. So you're able to find it and dimension door into a back alley where no one will see you.
Sure. Which will lose invisibility because it's a spell.
Yeah.
And I have a minute of seeing through walls, so I will, if I can see exactly where they are, I'll just make sure they're okay and then join them in the bar.
So for that, we'll quickly go to Talai and Will. The two of you come into the bar. There's some bards in the corner. Let's see if I can. Why isn't this music not working? Yeah.
This is giving me comeback in flashbacks. This is the same map, isn't it?
It's the same map. It's different inn. I
Every
swear.
inn we walk into is identical.
Yep.
Okay, music is not working for some. We'll see.
It's working for us.
Yes? Why isn't it working for me?
Do you have the slate muted?
Nope. Wild. What if I... Huh. Here, let me try this. I'm just going to refresh quickly. But anyway, the two of you enter in. Both of you have spent a fair amount of time in this tavern before. And you see behind the counter... oh man, I do not remember their name. Whoever used to be, it's the same guy. Okay, now I have music working. I don't know. Yeah. So do you want to order anything?
Probably not alcohol. So,
For
probably
old time's
just.
sake, I'm getting an egg beer.
You walk up, and you kind of show. The barman is kind of looking away from you, and you shout out, "1 egg beer." At which point you see him kind of like stand straight up. He was just talking to a patron and slowly turn around. William Judd. Well, as I live and breathe it, you are a sight for sore eyes. It's been a while, sir.
It's been a minute, yeah.
Let me get you that. And he quickly pours you your specialty drink and hands it to you. On the house, Will. It's good to see you.
Good to see you too. Been a hot minute.
Yeah, well, I'm glad to see you back all safe and sound.
Yeah, probably not long. Gotta head back out of town.
Ah,
Stop in, business things.
I get it. Oh, by the way, did you ever get that package?
What?
There was some mate came by recently. He said he had a package for you. I said, I haven't seen William Judd in months. But I know where he lives, so you can go drop the package off there. So, I don't know if have you been to your place? It might be there.
I have not. Thank you for the update.
Anytime. And what about you, Talai? Anything for my big boy?
Till I probably just. I'm good. Good to see you again, though.
Good to see you too. Well, give me a call if you need anything. And he heads off to treat his other guests.
I have.
Oh my god, what's going on?
Somebody attacking their mic.
Yeah.
Oh, so that might have been me. Sorry, I didn't notice.
Oh, okay. No worries. Just
oh.
sound like you were in a storm.
Balancing my paper on a laptop and scribbling shit out. Not a good idea. Sorry.
So the two of you are sitting kind of that window seat.
Yeah.
I think so.
Sure. So Pan, you look in and you see the two of them. Talai is just sitting there, kind of casually viewing his old stomping grounds, and you see Will drinking a beer. And you also see one large egg in it.
In the beer.
In the beer.
Nice.
You may ask, like, a cooked egg? No. Like hard-boiled? No. Like they cracked an egg into it? No. Just
like
an
it was
egg.
served from a chicken.
Yeah, like a chicken just pooped an egg into it. Like right now.
Well, they probably cleaned it.
Or they cleaned it. It's a clean egg.
There's a cleaning process before.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well,
there's only a designated chicken that's behind the bar.
This is one of the few unionized bars in Gilgar, so they take care of you. And Imra, so you have made it through the gates as well, Imra. And Esfel, do you head straight to the tavern?
Doing the usual confirmation that everyone gets there okay, and then, yeah, in we go.
Yep.
Yeah.
I won't
so,
say anything. I'll just kind of glare at Will.
Pan,
Would you mind-
I do have one quick thing for you. The
Yeah.
moment you dimension door into, like, once you're within the city limits, you feel that darkness grabbing onto you, that grating feeling. And you are filled with a vision of a temple carved into the side of a mountain. Or into, like, the side of a cliff. And you're given the name, Temple of the Ancestral Column. And then you are let go.
Fair enough. So I'll go down and, like, I'm completely ignoring everyone else. I'm even ignoring, shock horror, I'm ignoring the egg in the pint.
Oof.
It's just, yeah, that plot hook, not taking it.
You're not catching me.
Yeah.
It's
Sorry,
not
what was
a plot
it?
hook so much as the
Temple of the-
conversation starter.
Temple of the Ancestral Column, did you say?
Yes.
Yeah. I will just literally look at Will and kind of not angrily, but like there's that kind of that emotion behind it. Just say,
You should have not have left me.
and then
Temple of the Ancestral Column, do you know it?
Does that mean anything to me?
Make a history check.
I'm decent at those. Oh, 9.
No, it does. Nothing comes to mind. Like, you know, like there are a lot of temples around Gilgar. Like, it's probably one of them.
when you said it was in the cliffside, as in not, or did you say cliff or mountainside?
Cliffside. I said
Cliffside.
mountain and then corrected myself.
Sorry. So I would assume then it must be on the ocean side of the city.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
It lies on the cliffs of Gilgar.
Do I know where this is?
You're here by now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, who are you?
Oh, who am I here as? That's
Yeah.
a good question. Probably not walking in as myself, let's be honest. I am a merfolk currently.
Sounds good.
Fishbelt, Clubwood.
Fishfell, standing on top of the table.
Womp.
You can
Yeah,
make a history check with advantage
Sure.
because you are familiar with the cliff sides. That is where the
Great
docks
history,
are.
guys.
Yeah, it actually wasn't a very high check, so you did do it. Yes, you recall it, like you've never been. You don't know anything about it, you just know there is a temple on the cliff sides that is called the Temple of the Ancestral Column.
It's
Like,
not
you know it exists and the general whereabouts.
temples. It's not far from here.
It's pretty far from here.
Is it in the
Relatively.
city?
Because, like, you're on, like, the eastern side of, like, you're not far from the outer gates, and you have to
Yeah.
go all the way to the western side to where the docks are.
Esvel announces it's not far from here.
Okay.
That's fair.
What do you know of this place?
It's in the cliffs. It's the temple. It's over there. Points in the direction that it's in. Looks like this from the outside. Minor illusions it in her hand. Or sorry, silent image.
And you do know, it is a very small temple. Like, it wasn't like, oh, hundreds of people gather here. Like, very small. Almost closer to a shrine than a temple.
And I assume that minor illusion matches up with the vision I had.
Close enough. You imagine Esvel is making some alterations.
Yeah.
There are a bunch
like,
of garlands
usual
around it for no
frustration at
reason.
whatever Esvel says, and like dismisses her, but then like nods at the minor illusion.
Why? What's it? Why?
So I didn't catch that.
I just kind of stumbled over words to come to why.
I don't know yet. The force that guides my hand is unwilling to provide me any knowledge.
This is the one that wants me here.
Yes,
I'm guessing that if we take Will there, we are officially putting Elysium on hold, which I don't know if is a thing that we can do right now.
I would prefer not to, if it's possible.
I agree, mostly, but there's also the prospect that this might be connected. I don't see how it could really be too connected, but there's a chance, because we're talking about weird god shit. Oh, also, I have a package at my apartment, so
Well, we can go do that for sure.
yeah.
Package.
You wanna? Yeah. Apparently,
Who
someone
left
came and dropped it off a little bit ago.
Is
They
it
didn't
a
know.
bomb?
I mean, if it is, it's probably gone off by now, don't you think?
Not necessarily like a timed bomb.
It's alright, we don't have to get more than within 30 feet of it to open it. We can stay far back.
Yeah, and I can check, make sure it's nothing too terrible.
That's a good point. None of us have any experience with explosions that go farther than 30 feet.
I've never
True.
seen one.
I mean, by my guesstimation, it probably wouldn't. If it's a smaller package, then it wouldn't be able to go too far.
I feel like if it was that big of a bomb, we'd know.
Yeah. I'm gonna down the rest of my beer, and then just crack the egg in my mouth and eat it.
Fuck.
Then just like
It's insane.
the beer actually it seeps into the egg a little bit, and it makes it taste perfect.
As you eat the beer-soaked egg, you hear from the bar, the bartender gives like a woo!
Oh, it's good to be back. And I'm gonna go drop my mug off with him because I'm a good customer.
This is the turning point of Will's character. Now he's a good character.
Yes. I'm at the very least polite. I'm not gonna make the server go pick up my drinkware. And you guys ready to go? Go get my stuff. We can stop by the college and then be out of here.
Mhm.
Pan, you've mentioned before you actually physically suffered because you didn't listen or weren't acting fast enough.
I did.
How bad do you think it'll be if we actually leave?
I no longer think that option is open to us, William Judd.
That's
Operational question. If you had the can't be found hat, could you be
Mhm.
found? This question is directed at Pan.
What?
She gestures at Will. The can't be found hat.
I
mean-
also,
in theory, yes, but I don't know if I can actually remove it. At least the connection to it.
Oh, we might be able to find another.
You can ask. I mean, you know the guy that got it.
Oh, he's not there right now.
Oh, he's not taking your calls?
Well, he said he had some business, and it's just like I don't want to blow up his answering machine, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I want to go see what this package is. I haven't gotten anything in the mail in years.
well, let's go. And Pan, do you think being in Elysium would make your thing worse or better? As in, would you be closer to this or farther away?
I have no answer for you.
The answer is yes.
Interesting.
Okay.
Who said that?
You're conscious.
Yeah, let's head to the district area I'm from, the port area.
Yeah, it's pretty close to this bar.
Yeah.
It'll only take you a couple minutes to get there.
Oh yeah.
And are you all going together, I'm assuming?
I don't
I
see
mean,
why.
you can head to the college real quick. There's
I go where Will goes.
all right.
Yeah. You know, sketchy package? I feel like
I mean,
Maybe
we can
that's
examine
what-
it. and can at least tell if there's something magical going on with it, right?
And like college is a fair bit away, like it's closer to the middle of the city. So like Will's place is very close to where you are. It's not like you're both going to opposite ends of the city or something.
Well, let's. Well, you guys can't really get into the college anyway.
They have a sort of paper thing too.
Well, yeah.
Given the fact that Will is being looked for, I think we should at least do the package thing together. That's all I've got.
Yeah,
Fair.
that's a fair argument. Let's go. We're all going together.
All right, you start heading.
Is there any magic glow on it?
Any what?
Any magic glow on the package?
I'll tell you when you get there.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Everyone, give me a perception roll as you start walking through Gilgar.
I am gonna try and be
Crispy.
like, I don't want to be seen here, you know.
Sure. Yeah, you can give me an extra stealth roll.
Okay. I'm doing the
Man,
whole map.
everyone's doing great.
Look at these rolls.
Dang. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out, because your rolls are good figuring out, because some of you know Gilgar better than others. Will and Talai,
Oh yeah.
you are very familiar with this part of town. You have spent a lot of time with it, and a lot of it does seem familiar. There was kind of one gang in charge of a good chunk of this kind of underbelly, known as the Ivory Jacks. They have you recognize kind of the uniform that they wear. They do a lot of white-collar stuff, like they run like the fighting rings, the brothels, casinos, all those things, but you know, like they are not willing to get their hands dirty. They are very vicious. There is a reason they are in charge. And so you see a lot of them walking around. But it's almost immediately as you pass this street corner that you don't see them anymore, and instead you see a newly uniformed, what you would guess is an opposing gang, although wearing much heavier armor. Like they're not wearing like the light garb of like a thief or the fancy garb of like someone that runs a casino. Like these almost more militant, but all seem to be uniformed in a similar way, walking around the streets. So you expect there is some new territory that is being fought over since your time being gone. Yeah, Esfel, you are not very familiar with this part of town. You mostly spend your time at the docks and at the market. What I will say is, down an alleyway, you match eyes for a moment with about 7-foot tall human wearing like big cloak, seems to be handing something over to a human, but when they turn to you, the cloaked figure falls over and 3 goblins fall to the floor and then quickly run away.
This happens while I'm a merfolk?
Yes.
Did anyone else catch that?
No, only you saw it.
That was a question asked to the party in
Oh,
character.
okay.
Huh? What?
See what?
Oh. Are merfolk scary?
I mean, you're weird and certainly a little disconcerting to look at.
I asked about merfolk, Will.
And I will say, Esvel, if you have ever seen a goblin in Gilgar, it would be incredibly rare. Like, you didn't commonly see. It was very strange to see goblins.
Also, there were goblins.
Well, that's strange. That's not something you commonly see here.
What were they up to?
Trading something with a 7-8 foot tall man in a cloak.
No, the 8-foot tall man in a cloak was the goblins.
Oh. Wait, run that scene by me again. I had thought that there were goblins trading with a man in a cloak.
No, they're big man in a cloak trading with a human.
Trading with a human.
The person in the cloak falls over, and it's 3 goblins standing on top of each other.
Did the man who they were trading with do anything at this stage?
He ran away as well in the same... Like, they just bolting into back alleyways.
Never mind. That was weird.
Okay.
Pan, as you spend more time in Gilgar, you find it taking more and more of your energy to stay focused. There is something here that is trying to kind of take a hold on you, and you can tell that you do not want that.
Yeah.
So, your perception roll basically allowed you to perceive that, and it gave you a better fight. And like you can sense that this thing is there, and you're trying to overcome it.
Sure.
Imra, with
Just
go ahead.
steely kind of grimace of determination.
Imra, as you're walking around, you see multiple doorways, archways, different buildings, with 2 different symbols. Let's see if I can get those going. There you go. None of the door, like, everywhere you see, it is one or the other symbol.
Okay.
The ones with the mask, you do not... Or actually, give me a religion roll.
Religion.
With advantage, because you got nat 20 on perception. Oh, nice. Yes. Yes, so the mask... you recognize is the symbol of a god called Ali Damara. Also known... Ali Damara. Ali Damara. Something like that.
Okay.
Also known as the Laughing Rogue. Very chaotic, promotes like revelry and partying music. Loves pranking people. Not malevolent, just a bit of a dick.
Huh. Cyric. Almost.
And the second symbol... Here, let me just update it so actually... Holy Damara's symbol... And the other symbol, it takes you a minute, but when you recognize it, this is the symbol of Savras. Savras, you know, was a god of mages and wizards in the service of Mystra. It is someone that you have not encountered personally, but have like read about in your research, like everything you learned about Mystra and everything. Savras came up a lot. Like they were not like top dog to Mystra, but they were important.
Okay.
And it is very surprising. Like you have not encountered anyone that is a follower of Mystra, let alone someone like this many.
And they're just scattered on doors around the city.
Yes, doors or archways or signs. People seem to be hanging them in different places, but and definitely it's not every house that has them, but a lot of houses and buildings and such.
Huh. Hmm. Well, I think I'm gonna wait to address that.
Fair enough. Yeah, and so that's kind of what you see as you're walking to Will's place. You get to Will's place, you stop about, we'll say 60 feet away, why not? And you look forward and see 3 packages.
Oh shit.
All in kind of, they look to be wooden crates. You see one, it's probably a square, 3 feet by 3 feet, 1 foot tall. There's a smaller package that's just like 1 foot by 1 foot by 1 foot. And then you also see one longer package. It's about 6 feet long and then 1 foot wide.
Huh.
Pan, can your magic eyes thing see through that, or tell if there's magic in it through a box?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Can you see what's in the packages, or see if there's any magic affecting them?
Yes, of course. And I'll have a look.
Yeah, you want to get within 30 feet of it then?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, you get a little bit closer, 30 feet. None of the packages seem to be magical.
I see nothing.
Now, would you be able to tell that there was magic in it if it was covered in wood?
Yeah, you would.
There is a limit. If it's wood, let me have a look. Yeah, I can see through anything less than 3 feet of wood.
Okay. Considering one of those is 1 foot wide total,
Yeah.
I think that's less.
And if I had a short rest, I could see through the fucking floor if I wanted.
I want to try and... I'm not particularly good at this, actually. I want to see if they're trapped in any way. I want to get, I'll walk up to them first and take a look at them.
Give me an inspection roll or investigation.
Sure. Imra, do you want to do this remotely?
I certainly can.
Okay.
Yeah, just mage hand. I don't know why it pinged. I did not click on that, but
You cast Mage Hand, and it goes over to the pack. What do you want Mage Hand to do? Like, knock on it?
probably try and open it, or at least move it around, or any of the packages. Try.
Can't
I don't know
carry
if they're-
more than 10 pounds. Let me double check the weights on some of these things.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how they're closed either, so I'm not sure.
You are able to pick up the smaller packages, the 2 box ones, but the one long package is too heavy to pick up, and you're unable to open any of them. You expect you need a crowbar or something, like they're nailed shut.
Well, I can't do much with them. I can move the smaller one. But
Okay. I'll go look at them then.
Yeah.
I'll give them a quick investigation.
Yep, give me an investigation roll.
Ooh.
Yeah, they all seem to be fairly standard wooden. You've seen wooden crates before for deliveries. It looks like those. They seem to be nailed shut. You can't just simply open them, but they do not seem to be trapped in any way. Perfectly normal packages.
Great. Does it appear that somebody's living in this apartment now?
With your investigation, no. It still looks. You can see there's a lot of dust everywhere.
I guess they couldn't find some other dumbass to live here. Sucker. To live here. Is what I meant. I want to go inside. Is it open?
Hmm.
When you approach the
I want
door,
to take it. Inside.
it does appear to be unlocked, but a bit stuck. But you can
Alright.
force the door open if you want.
Yeah. Let's pick up these packages and get inside.
Yeah.
Try if you wouldn't mind the door, please.
Yeah. Talai with his natural strength, like no roll required.
Sorry, here. I was eating pizza.
Do you want to open the door, Talai? If you do, then you open it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Talai,
I cast open door.
he opens door, casts with his shoulder. It opens with ease, and you carry the 3 packages inside.
Great. And the bigger, heavier one is how heavy is it? It's just greater than 10 pounds? Or?
Yeah, like barely, like 12 pounds or something.
Okay. Cool. I want to start with the long one first.
The long
I
one,
have a hammer, so I should be.
hammer, whatever. You grab a bunch of tools and you crack it open. And any guesses from the peanut gallery?
Bullets.
6 feet long, 6 by 1 foot.
Gun.
I want to say gun, but that's only like 3 feet at most. Maybe
It's
4.
2 guns.
Shake it before you open it so that we can hear what it sounds like
You've got a
inside.
50 cal.
Yeah, let's get the old Christmas morning shake.
Yeah.
No,
Uh,
if it is a bomb,
You open it. There seems to be a lot of hay that you move out of the way. You expect it was there to kind of preserve it upon delivery. And you find one of your guns.
oh shit.
Your Lars or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, which one has your head?
I imagine the 3x3 one. Let's crack that bad boy open next.
You crack it open, and again with a bunch of hay that you move out. On top of the hay this time is a note.
Asshole. I'm gonna read it.
No, it's written in nice cursive and everything. It says, "Dear Will, here's your stuff. I took a copy of it, so don't worry about me. Love, Will."
Now, Will doesn't know this, but I want Pan to look at it and see if this letter is magic. Because that my character had the that magic writing thing where you can put
Yeah.
a secret note inside of a letter.
Hmm.
It appears to be something else, but
I mean, if it, should have seen it already if it was inside there.
true.
No, it's just the note.
Okay. It's my hat.
And yeah, you move the hay out of the way, and you find your hat.
And the last one has
Yeah. Similarly, you open it up; it has your handheld.
cool. Any bullets? Because that's kind of where I'm hurting right now.
Sure. Underneath the hat, you find how many bullets? We'll say, 20 bullets.
Okay. For which? Because they do use different ammunition
Oh, yeah.
sizes.
Well, 10 of each.
Originally- Okay, I had 77 of the, for the Jesus. Okay, I had 77 originally for the pepper box and 115 for Lars.
Mhm.
Oh, that sucks. Are they loaded?
Sure.
Cool. Okay. I'm gonna strap everything up and do we want these boxes for anything?
Firewood? To lie?
Kind of want to burn this building down, but
Big fire.
Yeah.
Are you going to sacrifice the house?
Well, I mean, is it a standalone place or is it actually connected to stuff?
Oh, it's connected.
Okay.
It's like a townhouse.
You would burn down half of Gilgar if you lit this thing on
We
fire.
would never burn down half of Gilgar.
Again.
I
We've
will.
never done that before.
Yeah, I mean, Tali will take the wood from the boxes for firewood, sure.
Just gonna have a bundle of wood. Okay.
Yeah, I previously told Vic that whenever we were walking places, Tali would be gathering wood in case he's ever in a spot where he can't make fire.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So, I do have a bundle of wood on my back.
Well, guys, I guess that cuts one of our things off our to-do list. Though I do still kind of want to go kick his ass over this, but what do you guys want to do?
Guess we go to the college. There's not much else to do, I think, unless you have more business here.
Giddy up?
I don't know that you'll. Well, actually, you guys could pay to get in.
I can
Just
cover
private
that.
cards.
Yeah. Maybe we're looking to sign up for classes or something. I mean, you can't keep us out trying to sign up, right?
Esvel and I signed up for classes. That's how we're getting in. So probably.
Then could they just let us in if we're looking to sign up for classes?
We can ask. If
Sure.
not, just get money.
Hey, Isabel, that's where you bought the bag, right? That original bag of holding we had.
Yeah.
Do we want to?
Admittedly, like, approximately no one seems to be left in the college, so whether or not
Yeah, he had a store outside of the college that you visited. His name was Abbas.
Do we want to stop there real quick? See if he's got anything cool. I mean, I know we're very much time pressure, but like,
maybe he has a hat of not being seen.
Does he take money that we currently don't have in a bag of holding that we don't know where it is?
I have some money.
I have some money as well.
I have a decent amount.
some money. Are we really just going to let that bag of holding go?
I don't want to.
Oh, we've got other higher priority things.
Yeah, that is a long way from here.
Well, we
With no
can,
lead.
we can go to the shop after. I mean, after this, all we need to do is teleport to the ship.
And potentially have Pan die on us.
Yeah, there is that.
There is that. Well, I mean,
How you doing,
What's-
by the way? Is
I have no fear of death, if that is your question.
I don't think anyone asked that question.
I think we should go to the
and
store
believe
first
me,
because
it's
who knows what
something to
happens.
fear.
Who knows what happens when we get to this temple? So
Who
might
has
as well go to the.
scissors? Yeah, let's. Let's go to the college.
Sure.
All right, and so we're going to take a quick break there. Go get food, drink, whatever you need, and we'll be back probably on the half hour. So, like, we'll say 8 minutes.
Okay.
Talk to you all then.
8 minutes it is. Oh man, secret chat for secret people is blowing up at the moment.
What?
Oh,
Oh.
that's the secondary public voice channel.
Yeah.
They're playing games.
Harry Fish to you. I can't. It won't tell me what game they're playing.
War selection.
What is it?
War selection.
I have no idea what that is.
Me either, but that's what they talked about in random games.
Compelling RTS, base building, resource extraction, warfare. Okay, so.
I've always wanted to have a group of people that I play an RTS with. Like, RTSs are so much fun.
I wish I was actually good at them.
Also,
Yeah, I can't.
Medium difficulty on Civ.
I have like one type of game that I can like dedicate myself to at that level for an extended period of time. Like you can't half-ass being into StarCraft, right? Like it's either the
Right.
thing that you pay attention to or not. It's like League is that thing for me.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, how does that go? How's League nowadays?
Really good.
Is it?
I mean, mobility creep is still definitely a thing, but really
Right.
good.
Yeah. I've watched some of the newer competitive stuff because I used to play it a lot, and I still follow competitive stuff a bit. And it surprisingly, it doesn't
Worlds-
seem that bad going into Worlds.
Worlds is a common. No, it's held up really, really well. It's one of those games that instead of progressively doing more blank, I mean, it definitely has followed that route as well, but it's also just refined the stuff that it is doing rather a lot, like reconsidering what items should be and things like that. It's the game that my family plays together.
Oh, okay. A while.
But yeah, RTSs are super fun, just really, really attention intensive. Civ,
Yeah.
I feel like doesn't necessarily fall into that category just because you don't have to mentally train as many things because it is turn based.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, that game right now is Valorant. I'm loving playing Valorant.
Makes sense.
So much fun.
I never got into that CS:GO style of objective control. The closest I got to that
Well-
was Overwatch.
Well, yeah, so I don't like CSGO at all. Like, I don't really enjoy CSGO. I've tried playing it multiple times, but I did really love Overwatch and tried playing Valorant. And yeah, the abilities that they added into Valorant makes it feel a lot more like Overwatch than
Interesting.
CSGO. You know, it's like Overwatch, but with a minuscule time to kill.
With minuscule time to kill.
Yeah,
Can
like
you elaborate on that?
TTK time to kill is like in Overwatch, it might take you 3 seconds to kill a Reinhardt, right? Like that might be the fastest you can
Right.
kill a Reinhardt, or 2 seconds. In Valorant, it's like frames, like
2-3
the time.
shots, got it.
Yeah, it's like one bullet is
I
enough
always
to
liked
kill.
those longer brawls. Back when I used to play Halo with my brother, our styles were pretty diametrically opposed. He was the type of person who wanted to sit around a corner with a shotgun or like snipe people from across the map. And I wanted to run up to someone with an assault rifle and jump over their heads. They missed 3 shots.
Yeah,
Just don't play shooters.
you also have a Linux computer.
Yeah, I can't really play Val. I couldn't play it if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I got Warframe to work. That's all I really need.
It's enough to make you happy.
Oh, that's why everything shows up as like .exe for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because I'm using Proton through Steam to run these games on Linux, and so it's weird about that.
I was like, weird that he's playing Among Us.exe. You rename
Yeah.
it or something? Like,
I don't know if I can.
you can rename games in Discord.
Oh, you can?
Yeah. So whenever I'm using Chrome, it shows up as doing like I'm doing homework or some other stuff.
Yeah.
Homework.exe. I think you're always doing homework or some other
Yeah,
stuff.
it's
By
like
the way.
homework, Reddit, ... something else.
Yeah.
And then I message him, and then it switches to Tekken. Easy.
It's my superpower, making people play Tekken.
I wish.
Yeah, the game needs more people. So I added Big Chief again, right? And he didn't recognize me because I didn't realize I'd changed my name since he last talked to me. So he messaged me privately and was like, "Hey, what's up, man? Like, whatever." And I thought I... Did he block? I don't see him anymore. But yeah, so I messaged him. I was like, "Oh, it's explicit, Raph's old friend. I heard you were thinking about getting into Tekken, so I just thought I'd, add you back, and if you ever want to play or interested." And he never responded.
Yeah, he's had life stuff going on this last week,
That's fair.
so he's been basically incommunicado.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh yeah, I still have them. Okay.
All right,
Is he
he's
still
ready to go
streaming?
to college.
No, he is not.
Oh yeah.
Get
I'm
some
done with
knowledge.
I'm never going back.
I've thought about it a few times.
All right, so yeah, you head out.
Do we have a pan?
Yeah, I've just got back.
Okay.
I was opening a package that I had left from earlier.
Yeah, so you head out. Imra, you continue to see many of those same symbols on different doorways and such. There seems to be no pattern to them. It's not like, oh, this section is all Savras, this section is all Oradamus.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's some are one, some are the other, none are both, some are neither.
Right.
And along your way, you were going to college first, right? Not the magic store?
Think so?
Yeah.
I mean, it's close. So.
As you approach the college, you pass nearby the marketplace, so you're getting like barkers yelling out to you about their new potion that they got, gonna solve all your problems. They got new stock of different things, yada yada, all that good stuff. That is definitely true. Until here, give me 1 sec. You hear a voice. Come get your fortunes. Do you not want to know what your future holds, Talai Gathakanathi?
Talai will just look at her and, no. And you'll just keep walking.
Yeah, and as you look at her, and the rest of the party, you're there too, you see halfling. They have like long flowing robes. They're sitting at a table. They have a small purse of, you imagine their gold beside them from their sales. And she draws a card from a deck and kind of gives a small tisk and puts it back. And then... What about you, William Judd? Gold for your future?
I have a pretty good idea what's going to happen in that.
Really, none of you? Esvel Greenwood? Imra? Kalis?
You say that name again and I will show you the true meaning of madness.
Oh, shit.
She
Don't mind him, he's having a bad day.
She cuts her deck and draws a card and gives it a small ooh. Not to worry, I won't say a thing.
Esvel will bite. She starts walking up.
No.
Esvel. You want to know what the future says about you?
You know what? Sure.
Are there any puppets around her?
There are no puppets around her.
And what's your name?
I am nothing. I am just... Where's the... I am just a seer. And you see her little sign? It says... Seer.
Well, Justa, it's a pleasure to meet you.
I speak for Savras and bring his knowledge down to us. But I do need to eat and such, so just for a few gold.
And I am unfamiliar with Savras, right?
Correct. Imra immediately walks over.
Yep.
Meat!
Hear that name.
Meat! And yeah, you see, on her deck of cards that she seems to be using, you see the same symbol of Savras on all of them.
Okay. I'll wait my turn. I'm not
Yeah, and
just
she explains it'll be 1, 3, or 5 gold pieces, depending on the amount of details you want. 1 is going to be the vaguest.
I will give her. Or actually, having seen Imra walk over, if Imra wants to go first, I will let Imra go first.
Fair enough, fair enough. Imra will walk up and slap 5 gold pieces on the table or into her hand.
And I want to position myself such that I can see the cards that she is actually drawing, like, before she puts them out.
Oh, no. I don't want my fortune read.
Oh, and what do you want, Imra?
I want to know about Savras. Why you're following him, if this is a new thing, whatever you know. If this is a new thing for the city, I've noticed.
It was a few months ago. Something broke. And since then, there have been things leaking into our plane. And part of that is these gifts that I and many others have been blessed with by Savras, who allows us to divine as such.
And this just happened to you?
I was one of the chosen, I suppose.
Have you had any contact with Savras?
Only through the cards.
I'll insight check this.
Yep. Yeah, she at the very least believes everything she is saying to you. Like,
And
there is no sign of deception on her.
There are more of you that have been blessed in a similar way? recently?
There are many of us. I don't know. I have stayed in Gilgar, but there may be others across the continent. But even within Gilgar, I know there are many who can divine such as I.
And what of the other symbol on people's doors, that of Ali Damara? Is this new as well?
She gives a small little sneer. Ali Damara, they may have our powers of divination, but are not so kind. They see it as a play, a trick they can pull on others to take advantage. But that is not Savras's teaching.
So,
Why do you think this came from Savras?
yeah, I was gonna ask, how do you know that your power doesn't come from Ali Damara? How do they know theirs does?
Do you not see the symbol? Do you not feel him?
I don't feel anything currently.
Wow,
Do I?
that's just sad. No.
Do I feel any? No. No, not at all.
Yeah, she does not seem to pay attention to your coin. She does not seem interested in your coin.
Well, do you know? No, she hasn't had any contact. Okay, all right. She's useless. I'm leaving. Bye. Thank you for your time. I didn't say that you're useless. I'm leaving part.
But Imra, do you not want to know how to save Elysium?
Oh, I absolutely do. Would you like to enlighten me?
I would, of course, with Savris's blessing.
With Savris's blessing. Yeah. Let's see. If you'll just allow me a moment, and I will. Is she in the? Wait, did you say she was in like a stall or something?
Yeah. Yeah, you're kind of like
Okay.
walking through a market area.
I'm gonna walk out of the stall to where I'm not in, where she wouldn't be able to hear or see me.
Sure.
And
You got like the rest of your team to like huddle around you.
right, yeah. And I'm going to cast Magic Aura on myself to change my creature type to... I gotta pick a good one. Let's see. Gotta pick. I just want to fuck with her. I'm trying. Let's see. Let's just do elemental. Although my creature type would probably mess with her anyway.
Okay,
But,
you want
yeah.
to come across as an elemental?
Yes. And then I will come back and sit down for my reading.
Yeah, she holds the deck out to you and begins, like, and asks you, like, point to where you want her to cut it.
Alright. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just point to somewhere in the middle-ish. Not really pay much attention to where.
She draws the first card, and on it you see depicted, along with Savris's symbols, is kind of the common iconography across all of the cards, 4 wands. You have a decision to make, Imra. There is going to be choices that may be hard. The first choice will result in reunion, being a part of your true family once again. And she turns over a second card. And you see 5 gold coins sitting atop it, each adorned with the symbol of Savris. But there is another option that will result in adversity, isolation, leaving you in ruin. And she flips over a third card, in which you see 6 wands. But what you have to consider is true victory and what it means to you, Imra. What price would you pay? And give me a... I'll let you do religion or arcana.
Well, it doesn't really matter, so I'll do
I
religion.
figured. With that, as she finishes her reading, she reaches out a hand and touches yours, and just for a moment, you feel like you were in Elysium, and then it passes, like a breath.
Okay. Thank you. And I'll get up and I'll let Esvel get in.
Spell's still doing a sort of like double take, looking between the two of you, trying to figure out what exactly has just transpired before sitting down, and will, as soon as my hands are under the table, and assuming that I can do this quietly enough that she won't be able to conspicuously tell, I do want to press digitate just a large smiley face on the first card that gets upturned.
Okay.
And I will
She-
put 5 gold on the table.
5 gold? Okay, you get a big one. And she again asks you point to where you want it cut.
Points to like the I don't know, like the 14th card.
Okay.
And then we'll do it on the card that is now on top.
Do. 4. There we go. Got the cards, and she flips over the first one, and you see 9 coins. Although what you expect would be Savris's symbol on each of them, but each of the coins actually has just a big smiley face on it. And you hear her go like covering her mouth, trying not to chuckle, trying to keep her serious story going. So as you can see, the 9 coins, your past has been seeking independence and prosperity, wanting to be your own person. And she's like, you can tell, like, she's trying real hard to stifle this laugh and is not doing a very good job of it as she turns the second card.
Which will have a rainbow on it if I can also get one off during
Sure,
that time.
sure. And 5 cups appear. Each of them a different color of the rainbow. It's like this beautiful rainbow of cups. But currently there is stagnation, regret of actions, you feel like there is not enough control. And she flips the third one.
Which I actually won't muck with.
She turns it over, and you see her kind of like squinting at it a little bit. Gives a little nod. Your future is going to require strategy. You will need to be cunning, Esvel. To be able to do good in this world, you may have to rely on less good means. And she flips over the fourth one, and you see a skull. The representation of death.
Mhm.
There is change. It may not be evident, but there is change in your life, Esvel Greenwood. Some I can see is more evident than others, but you are not done changing. You will continue to evolve. And she turns over the last card. What do you got? You got... and you see, like, you've seen, like, Lady Liver holding the like, scales and the sword Justice and all that. But in your change, you have the potential to bring harmony and balance through these changes. Just because you are ever changing does not mean you are chaotic. You can bring order to not only your own soul and body, but to so many others. And she gives you a smile.
Spell looks at her a little nonplussed and then just stands up and follows Imra.
and says, "Good luck with that hobgoblin. I don't think they're very happy with you."
Did someone lose their body?
She gives you a shrug.
Well, that'll end poorly. This fella's now rejoined the group.
Yeah. Same with Imra.
Yes, as you continue to the college, now that you have seen one, you notice that there are quite a few of these different oracles under the symbol of Ali Damara or Savris calling out to predict your futures.
Do any more of them get our names right?
Yes, many of them.
Okay. Well, yeah, we can go to college.
Kind of
And not
makes me
stop.
feel like the small amount of disguise I've done has been a waste of time.
Probably. We are now in a city of diviners. Full
Yeah.
of them.
You go into same checkpoint as before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the two of you roll up with your team behind you, and long time no see. It's been like less than a day, and you already want to go back to the university? What are you, a big nerd?
Well, we are enrolled in classes.
Students. Yeah.
You're a student? No way. And he kind of like wanting to see your cards.
Oh yeah. Turn over the cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, he checks them out. Just the one class? Just doing some
Part-time.
part-time? Night. Never stop learning. Go on in.
We'll walk in.
He stops the rest of them, though.
Oh, they're me.
I'm gonna try and walk
Yeah,
in.
they're with us.
Well, no, they don't have the cards, though, right?
No, they are me. And then I'm going to hand my card back again, which says you and you.
Give me a deception roll with advantage. As this guy's mind, his bean's about to get mind freaked.
I can give you a 17.
And you see, where's that? What's that? Find it. I can't find it. Oh, I found a different one. He looks like that. Whoa, my bean's been freaked, man. They're all of you. Quick. And he's like looking at your card and walks up to Talai.
And while he is looking at Talai, I am going to turn into a hobgoblin before he's able to look back.
Okay. Tell me something only the real... what name did you write down for to be a student? Did you write down...
I wrote Esfel.
Okay. Tell me only one thing, something only Esvel would know.
Kalai will say that I'm a hobgoblin.
Whoa, no way! He has no frame of reference.
And then I'll point to behind him.
He turns around. Whoa, where'd that hobgoblin come from? And while you turn into a hobgoblin, why don't you make a wisdom saving throw for me?
Wisdom saving throw. Okay.
Yeah, you're fine. Well, where'd that hobgoblin come from?
That's
There.
me.
We're me.
And he turns around. Whoa! My mind.
I'm just gonna walk through.
It's being freaked.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start walking up towards the college.
Yeah, he starts to hand back the card to Talai, and then back to the hob. He's gotten real confused. Someone's just gonna have to take the card from him.
I will in fact take the card.
Okay. He gives like kind of a weird salute. He seems confused, and then goes back to his job.
Yeah, Talai will just say, "Good work, soldier."
I'm doing my part.
As we are walking, Esfel does held out her hand to Delai for a high five.
Yeah, gives it to her.
All right, you're in the university. Where do you want to go?
Back to Theoda.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you find her office. Door is closed.
Knock.
I will sit out front patiently without trying to open the door.
I'll knock.
I will. Okay.
You knock and you hear a voice from inside telling you to come in.
I will
Alright.
switch back to Merfolk before we go in, by the way.
Okay.
And where did?
You open up the door into a very large office, probably like 40 feet by 40 feet. And you see Theoda standing in front of one of the bookshelves, kind of absent-mindedly kind of glancing at the titles.
Hello, hello. We're back.
And she seems to kind of like snap back from whatever she was thinking about. Oh,
There goes gravity.
my newest students, I suppose, welcome here.
So,
What can I help you with?
well, we're just coming to check and see if you found anything.
She gives kind of a very weak smile. I found something. I picked it up just in case. I wouldn't hold up a lot of hope for it. And you see her go back to her desk and pull out what appears to be a small branch.
Branch.
I was unable to confirm its origins, but I was assured that it was from Elysium, but as I said, I wouldn't hold out hope.
Can I
Does
see
it-
it? Can I give it a look?
Yeah, she hands it over.
Does it look to be of the same species as the trees we saw when we were in Elysium?
Give me a...
Oh, wait a minute. I was never in Elysium. Never mind, I
No.
can't ask that question.
Ah, well, I was, so I'll ask the question.
Give me a nature roll. Too bad the druid didn't do that.
The druid does not have nature proficiency.
Oh yeah, I always forget that. No, this is a stick. That is the end of your nature investigation. Oh, welcome to the board, Will.
Thanks. I think we might have something better. But thank you for looking. Thank you very much.
Did the rest of you all come into the office?
Is it?
I certainly did.
Yeah.
I'm probably just lingering outside. I don't think I'm doing too well right now.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Tali probably just lingers outside as well with Pam.
Okay.
Awkward standing in the hallway waiting for our friends in the principal's office.
Okay.
Right.
Sure. Yeah. So she doesn't see any of you.
Oh. Is there any more guidance or advice that you have? Because we're going to do this soon. So, I'd like to be as prepared as I can.
Don't go to the light at the end of the tunnel, or in this case, maybe you should.
I think we do. Well, in any case, thank you for helping.
It was a pleasure, and I hope to see you at the university again.
Yes. One question before we let you get back to whatever work you were doing.
Yes.
Being halfway enrolled here, is there a library or something that we could use?
Yes, of course.
Perfect. We don't need it now, but I'm sure it'll come in handy.
Yeah, there is definitely a library you can use.
Okay. And then, once again, thank you, and we'll be on our way.
Yeah, you head out.
and we'll come pick him up. Or, well, yeah, I guess come outside of the room to meet the rest of the party. Unless Asvel has anything to do.
No, nothing in particular. Although there is a small part of me that wants to attend this class. But, Pan is Pan, like, visually not doing well?
It's up to Pan whether he is attempting to hide it or not.
I don't think Pan's ever tried to hide his own thing, because, like, as Pan, he didn't have a concept of himself anyway, so he wouldn't realise to hide it. And now there's, like, this internal struggling going on between, like, 3 different voices. I'm getting, just to give you guys, like, how I'm sort of thinking of things, I've got this pull that has to get me and Will to this place. We've got Pan, who is unsure about following this, but also knows that he has to, because that's the whole point of this. And then there's the Kayla side that is being more active, has had these revelations recently, and is kind of getting over the sudden grief of everything, and is now just basically pissed off. And there's a lot going on inside him right now, so, like, I picture him just kind of pretty unsteady if he's standing still. Whereas normally you would have seen him when he's standing, he's just got that sentinel kind of spear on the ground staring out into the night sort of thing, and right now he's just not looking right at all.
Estel's gonna shift into a Kalishtar, not for any particular end here, but is just going to sort of drift in front of Pan, and almost in like a motherly gesture, like checking the forehead kind of thing. Like, are you? I mean, I already know the answer to that question, but Pan, if we take Will to this shrine, and this thing is going to kill you or something if we don't? Are they going to anyway?
Pan just sort of blinks a lot and kind of struggles with an answer that's somewhere between I don't know and I don't care. There's elements of both in what he tries to say, like through the mind.
Right. I'm not driving. Where are we going? This question asked to the party.
Well, what are our options?
Go to the magic store real quick.
Delaying the choice is always a good option. We can do that.
Is it, though?
I want to go to the magic store as a player because magic stores are great.
Same. I don't think Talai really has any desire to go, but I want to go.
Like Pan, absolutely not. But at the same time, there are so many things that I really want. Not that I've got the money for it, but yeah.
I'm
just going in and out of staring at Will and just trying to my head's swimming.
I think we may have been running from this for a little too long.
Then let's go.
Now, can you remind me of the name of this place?
The temple?
Yeah.
Or the temple or the magic store?
The temple. No, I don't.
Temple of the Ancestors Column?
Ancestral column.
Ancestral column. And that's the first thing Pan said for a while that's a solid sentence, just Temple of the Ancestral Column. It just spills.
All I can think about is those columns that were...
Oh, way long ago.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So
In
for
fairness, those are probably a little less terrifying now than they were then.
So when we first came into the Forge Smith's basement, they had brought in a couple of columns made out of a special stone from another continent. Yeah. And they were carved into like these different warrior women things. And that was brought in by the guy that was being controlled by Pandorum.
And then they kicked our ass.
Oh my god.
Each attack dealt about 20 damage, and that was at level 3.
Yep. Will died.
They made a mistake.
Will died saving Esvel.
Esvel nat 1.
But yeah, so that's what I'm thinking of. It's those columns. This might be related to Pandorum in some way. But
We'll
that's
just find human fighters there.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's go.
Headed to
Let's
the
go.
temple then?
I think so.
Someone has a compelling reason not to.
Because magic shops are cool.
Yeah, Corbin has that reason, but Talai does not.
As a
Unfortunately.
reminder, the last time we were there, we promised to deliver notes on a bag. The bag got stuck in a pocket dimension you can't escape from and hasn't made its way out since.
We gave him one set of notes.
My point stands.
Yeah.
Yeah, to the temple.
I could use like a short rest as well, but I'm just trying to think how to justify it.
Esvel could also use one.
Yeah.
Actually, I will do this for you. Before we go there, unless this is something really urgent, I could use an hour just to you know, sort of regain myself. I did burn a lot getting us into the city.
Yeah.
I need to focus my thoughts.
Hey,
Fine with that. If you guys need an hour, I don't really need a break at all. Why don't I run to the store?
To the magic shop.
Yeah.
For it.
Talai will go to the magic shop.
Hell yeah.
Pan and I'll hang out at a bar.
Excuse.
Yeah,
I'm
so
ready.
Esvel and Pen, you want to hang out just at a tavern nearby?
Yeah, it works for me.
Yeah, this is a nicer part of the city around the college, the university district, and all that. So you find a nice tavern nearby.
I'd probably
Pick
want
up
to
a drink of
just stay
something with
outside and like it's a nice part of the city. They're sort of is the architecture like in any vague way similar to my home city? I would find something like that and just kind of sit cross-legged on the ground and just try and focus myself for a while.
Very vaguely, like one of the big, especially now that you're closer to the center of the city, there's a lot more stone construction than wooden.
Yeah. So just the closest thing I can find that even if it's vaguely the right shade of stone,
yeah.
like I'm just trying to anchor myself on something.
Yeah, you go to the bar and they have a nice like rooftop patio that you hang out with Esvel. And there's also a group there that you actually recognize them, Esvel. They are a group of bards that have been around for quite a while. You have seen them perform before. Called the Bachelor Bards. It's a group of male bards. They travel all across Coruscant. They search for musical talent to join them. And their big thing is that they don't actually use any instruments.
Ooh.
So as you are chilling out, they begin their performance.
That's the worst thing imaginable.
Oh, I thought you meant with magic.
Nope.
This is not what I anticipated. And just by chance, Zekko's not among them, is he?
Who?
The half-orc wandering
Oh yeah, no, he
minstrel that
definitely
we
is.
met.
He's the head.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so Talai and Will. Imra, are you going to the magic shop as well?
Pan does not stay there. Pan leaves.
Pan leaves.
As Phil has forgotten, we have a mission.
His only mission is to join this group.
Pan would probably, like, very angrily glare at them and yell in their heads to get the fuck out.
No, they're too professional.
Yeah. And then Pan leaves.
Yeah, fair enough. Alright.
What does the guide to Magic Shop have for us?
You head to the you've only been here the one time, I think.
Actually, I don't think either of us ever have. It was just Phil that one
Okay,
time.
he gives you directions. You find your way, and you believe to be out at the right place, but the door seems to be locked, and the inside seems to be dark.
Oh,
I'll knock.
I'm gonna try and peek in the window.
There is no response. Will you look inside, and it seems to be deserted. The shelves are empty. You can see dust in places. As you knock to lie, someone actually comes out of the adjacent building and pokes his head out, just kind of curious about what's going on.
Oh, hey guys, we moved one door down.
Hey, this is a much better location.
Do you know what happened to the store here, sir?
Are you looking for Abbas?
Yeah. Are you him?
No. Do I look like... and before he is just a human, like you can see wearing leather, kind of apron, works with his hands. You know Abbas is a male dragonborn, wearing silver scales, green eyes. Abbas was one of the casualties.
Oh, gosh. Can you expand on that, by chance? I don't...
The explosion that happened about 3 months ago at the Forge Smiths.
God damn it.
He lived nearby and was caught in the blast.
Oh. I see. Well, that's really unfortunate.
Do you,
sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we should go.
Yeah. I was going to ask if there's another magic shop, but that would be terribly insensitive, so I don't think Talai would.
If you're looking for another magic shop,
Oh, you read my mind.
yeah, there. Amorland, she used to be an artificer at the school, but has since left. I've heard that she set up a store in kind of the outer ring of the city, trying to stay away from prying eyes.
By the outer ring of the city, does that mean that we probably couldn't get there within this hour?
We'll say you can, because why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Any reason she wants to stay away from prying eyes? Is there something wrong with being associated with magic right now?
Roll persuasion, actually.
Oh, yes. Let's do that. Oh,
Yeah,
Wow.
you can see, like, he doesn't want to really talk about it, but he opens up a little. The explosion and magic going strange, while there's technically nothing wrong, like, it's not like the monarchs outlawed magic, but there's a lot of animosity from some folks, so a lot of the casters chose to leave Gilgar entirely, or at the very least, the central markets.
I gotcha. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for the information. Have a nice day.
You as well.
God damn it, we killed the guy.
I've been planning that for like so many sessions. Then you never went back to Gilgar.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay, so I guess we just go to the other store.
Both of you give me a survival roll to try and find her, because you don't really have directions.
Go. There it is.
Survival. There it is. Nice.
Okay, Talai, you're lost as fuck. Will, though, you get to the outer ring and you ask the right questions to the right people, and you find yourself outside of a. It doesn't look like a storefront; like it looks like somebody's house. But this is where you were told you could find Amarlan, the gnome artificer.
I will knock.
As you knock, the door just kind of creaks open.
Hello, Amerlan. Are you open?
And as you say that, you hear something crash from a back room, and you see a bright light shining like underneath a crack in the door. And then you hear a lot of swearing in Gnomish.
So just random gnomish,
Yeah.
from what I'm hearing. Hello?
And eventually, continuing the swearing, you see her open the back door into her kind of main foyer where you're standing. And you see a gnome, bright, like coppery hair, amber eyes. You see her like wearing kind of this full leather armor that looks almost like an adventuring sort. Doesn't look like someone who spent their whole time learning at a school. Yeah, what? Do you need something?
Oh, we just heard you were a purveyor of magic goods, and we're consumers of magic goods.
Who's asking?
Me?
Well, that's good enough for me, Amerlan. Good to meet you.
Steve Charles.
Good to meet you, Steve. And who's the big guy here?
Talai will just... Talai.
Talai,
key.
and who's this mysterious third person that I forget is here? Is Imra here?
I don't know if he's actually here at all.
We'll figure it out.
Hello? Oh, I was muted. Sorry, Immer's at the bar.
Okay.
Okay.
He's
Aha.
listening to that sweet, sweet music.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so just the two
Gotcha.
of you. What? Are you looking for something?
Magic items. Something to help with an adventuring life.
I got lots of those. You're going to have to be a bit more specific.
Okay.
Talai I get into a lot of fights, but I don't necessarily like wearing armor. Do you have anything that's maybe a little bit lighter weight that'll help protect me?
Let's see. What are you... She starts kind of looking you over, seeing what you got. Let's see what you got. You got... Or do you have... You have no armor right now. You're unarmed.
Talai literally does not wear armor. He's
Yeah.
bare-chested with a necklace and doesn't really want to wear armor.
Yeah, so you
I did
want-
just message you something, by the way.
Oh. Oh, that's real nice. I got something for you. And she pulls out a bronze set of, you can see she has bracers as well as, what's bracers but for legs? There's got to be a word for that.
Greaves.
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 Shin
yeah.
guards.
Shin guard, yeah. And some
The armor name.
she got some soccer shin guards as well. She puts to the side. These are for me. I just pulled them out while I remembered.
And what are they?
So these will, they're very light. You won't feel it at all. But you'll get a lot more protection off of them.
How much are they?
These ones are real nice. They're 7,000.
Whew. Do you have
So-
anything less than any cheaper than that in the same vein?
She leans on the table, kind of like putting her hand on her chin. Ah, you're after that cheap stuff. I got cheap stuff.
Okay.
We're on
and
a little bit of a budget.
she puts the bracers away, and then you see her pull out what seem to be an identical set of bracers.
Oh no.
And these ones?
700.
What makes these different from the other ones?
Nothing you need to concern yourself with. But in actual, they're not as good. Like they're,
Sure.
you can tell like workmanship is shoddier.
Well, it's something I'll keep in mind, I guess. What are you looking for?
Oh, any amount of things. I guess one of the bigger things is most of my compatriots have some form of dark vision, being able to see in the dark. I'm unfortunately of the races which don't get that. Do you have anything that could help with that? Some like goggles, maybe.
Let me see.
Sight, honestly. I'm also a bit of a ranged combatant, so if you had something to help me see something further away, or
Yeah, how much would you like a scope? Oh, sniper scope that is night vision.
that would be so nice. But then I'd be walking around with my gun up at all times
Yeah.
to see in the.
So like it wouldn't be useful in like like you'd have to like walk around with your scope out to see normally, but in combat it would be very cool.
I made one of my players something like that.
Yeah.
That would be very cool.
Why do magic items never have costs?
Well, it's just based on rarity. Uncommon, I think, goes up to 1,000.
Yeah, but
I go from there. And keep in mind, I'm working with about.
Uncommon goes up to 500, I think. I could be
Oh,
wrong.
does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I have another campaign where base price of them is value times 3.
yeah, if you have
there we
anything
go.
in like the 200 gold realm,
200 gold, huh?
just some
Yeah.
dark vision, low light, be able to see in the dark a bit.
Yeah. She. How do I have an idea, but how do I. A good item to place it in. I got it. She pulls out what seems to be like a small piece of glass, like round glass, on a chain. I can do this for. I could do 200 for this.
And this is just a monocle.
More or less. It is a monocle that you can activate a set amount times per day. It will last for a set amount of time, recharge every long rest. Other than that, it works as just normal glass.
Okay.
Figure out the details of that to make it useful.
Sure.
X charges per day, recharges per day.
And that's 200.
200.
I'll take it. Yeah. And like you said, I'm going to try and make that into a scope when I have some time.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Well, I'm flat broke. Anything? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess I'm okay.
Okay.
All
Well,
right.
thank you for your time. We might be back.
And just remember, If the cops ask you, I didn't give it.
Right.
Yes.
And then she goes back to working on who knows what. And you make it back to the bar, and it's been exactly 1 hour. Wow. Wow.
That's really convenient.
Wait.
Oh, hey guys, I feel so much better now.
Oh, good.
I'm
Yield the
completely
focus.
healed. Yeah, you want to go to the temple?
I'm up for making bad decisions today.
Let's do it.
Go.
Do-do-do-do. Go with this. Perfect. Yes, so you know this temple, Esfel, you lead them to it. You're the one with the best idea of where it is. You have to follow this stone path along the cliffside to get to it. And as you approach it, it appears to be in just complete disuse. Like this small stone building. Here, let's measure it. 50 by 40 feet-ish. Seems to be completely abandoned. The stone is crumbling. Some of the columns have fallen over, as you can see in the front. Very overgrown.
Yeah, I will begin leading the party up. While keeping
Am
an
I
eye
feeling any
on
different on my
Pan.
way here?
You can feel the thing that has been clawing at you feels more intense.
You bastard.
But you are still able to keep it under control.
As we get closer, I'm just like, I'm not saying too much, and like just fractured sentences I might utter mainly to myself here and there. But at some point, I just kind of look up at whoever's next to me and just go, "Do not fight in the dark."
I imagine that's Will. I imagine you're trying to stick close to Will. So Will, you hear that?
Like and like anyone around, like I'm kind of eyes opening, closing, and basically I'm just trying to get fractured thoughts out to them as some kind of warning, or so, like I don't know what's happening, and I'm afraid of what might happen or what I might do.
It is still pretty much day, yeah?
Yeah. It's like late afternoon at this point, but still, like, light is out.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I will just start leading the party while definitely keeping an eye on Pan and preparing to interject myself between Pan and Will if something goes, fucky.
Yeah, you start heading up the mountainside. Cliffside. Not a mountain. You can get to the front with nothing happening.
Do. Covering the bases.
I appreciate it. I get it, though. We can move it on.
Where? Yeah, there we go.
This is the slowest.
That lands right on top of you. Alright, yeah, you're all in front of the temple. Everyone except Will, give me just a perception roll. Actually, Will, give me a perception roll as well.
Are we trying to see in, like, is it dark in there? I realize I'm reading way too much into the lighting that is on this map and also the ominous music, but...
I don't see shit.
Yeah.
That's a low roll for me.
Pan, once again, like you can like something is wrong here.
The rest of us think it's just fine.
Yeah. Like the rest of it, you can see, like the broken building. Like it looks like an abandoned temple. That's what it looks like. But Pan, you can sense something outside of what you can see tells you that this is not a good place to be.
William Judd has come to Gilgar. William Judd has come to the temple.
And I assume that's non-verbal and also maybe not directed at us.
It's kind of just coming out of me. I'm going to walk
So
right up to the door.
And look inside.
Yep.
You look inside and you see 4 pillars standing at each seem to be kind of like supporting pillars of this temple. They seem to be fairly intact. And you see a small stone altar at the front. There appears to be some kind of cloth covering it that's been just eroded by whatever, insects, moths, time.
Magic?
Maybe magic? I don't know. Hard to tell what's eroding it. They look like old carpet.
Does it give off aura as I look at it?
No.
No.
But as you come in here and you look across, something rises from behind the altar. But you do not recognize them. Oh, where did they go? Will, you walk up too?
Behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Staying
As
a
you
little
peek
bit.
around, you
I stand
see
aside, Will.
you see Everett Grove standing there behind the altar. No weapons drawn at this point.
And during this entire interaction, if possible, I want to just be positioning myself as much as possible between Will and danger.
Will give me another perception roll. Something is wrong with Everett, but you cannot tell what. And he looks to your party as, Imra, do you want to be standing like 30 feet back from your party?
No, I should come up.
No, that's totally fine. I understand AoE is something you want to be afraid of.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I'm up closer, still in the back.
And Everett begins to speak, and you all... What comes from his mouth is not his own voice. But Pen, you recognize it immediately, grating on your mind. Welcome to Gilgar, William Judd. And that's where we're going to end session.
Oh,
So thank you for showing up, everyone. Hope you had a great time. We will be back next Sunday, same time, to continue this series. Maybe a conclusion? Who knows? This is all going wild. I will talk to you all later. Love you all so much. Bye.